Yo, what's up, everyone? This is episode 107 of the Blurred Podcast. As always, we have Green Tuner,
Hello.
Greencast,
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Dark Side,
Yo, yo, yo.
and myself, the best in the world, the Ed Underground, Bay. How you guys doing?
Doing well, my friend.
Doing okay.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Ed, like, can you switch it up a little bit? Can you do like other, wrestling
I've been
intros?
doing for like the past 107 episodes? Yeah, sure.
What have you been switching it up? You've been saying Bay.
Best in the world, Bay.
No. I'm saying doing something completely different.
EDX, as in RVD.
RVD.
What
it
else?
sounds like an STD.
No, RVD is a wrestler for the uneducated, which is just one person on his podcast. Actually,
sure
two.
I didn't know either.
Two, yeah. So yeah, that's what I just said too.
Two morons.
Morons,
Yeah.
fools.
No, I'm cool. I'm
what
cool.
Chris
being
Jericho
uneducated.
would say, "Stupid idiots."
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, yes, he would say that. Yes.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he's so the uneducated.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
Yeah, it just.
What about Chris Benoit? Whatever happened to that guy?
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
I feel like he's literally tombstoned. Like he literally got tombstoned. And he just never made it. It isn't Ed. I mean, was that real when he actually died? I mean, I know like with wrestling,
He did die.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I feel like there a lot of this wrestling, you get really confused on when something like actually happens and when it doesn't.
It's the greatest storyline WWF ever pulled off.
Yeah,
And it was unintentionally told.
They're still going.
Unintentionally told.
Yeah, it's still going on to this day. Okay, no, I mean, I just want to you're kind of opening my eyes to the wrestling world, so I really, really want to like know other things other than Bay. Granted, I don't know who that Bay guy is.
His name is Robert
Bebe's
Paulson.
Kids.
What Green Tuner?
He didn't ask
Was it
for
Bebe's
more
Kids?
No,
Yeah,
not the Bebe's kids. Not the Bebe's kids.
Bebe.
We leave them where they're at. I'm talking
Well,
about.
you are my kids, baby.
Ed, do you like ever replay back the podcast and just be embarrassed of the things that you say? Like, do you just like cringe from secondhand embarrassment listening to yourself sometimes?
Not to myself, to you guys, baby, but not to myself.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Anyhow.
Oh, I got a joke for you guys. How about this? How does Dwayne Johnson turn?
No, please. Dwayne.
You know what? Dwayne. Okay. How does Dwayne Johnson?
Not Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Well, I was
Dwayne.
thinking of the actual wrestling name, but how does Dwayne Johnson turn?
Dwayne.
I said Dwayne.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, Dwayne. How does Dwayne Johnson turn a lesbian straight?
How does Dwayne Johnson turn a lesbian straight?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Something with rock bottom?
No.
No. The people's elbow? Something with people's elbow?
No.
Okay, just tell us.
Rock beats scissors.
Oh shit! I don't know how I'm gonna edit all this dumb shit out. It's back to back hits. It's like it just doesn't stop. God, Ed, when you heard that joke, I mean, what was the first thought that went through your mind?
It was dumb but hilarious.
I appreciate you, Ed, but
It was like an ultimate dad joke. It was dumb but hilarious. I'm not even a dad.
I don't know if that's a dad joke. That's something else. But thank you, Ed, for sharing your joke.
Wisdom.
Sharing a joke at story time. That's amazing.
Story time with Adam Cole, baby, or story time with Ed Underground, baby. Yeah.
Oh man, this is going downhill quick. Anyways, so guys, I've been sick for the past week. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I think I had like some super COVID, man. It was weird because I told you I had came from across the country on. I think I got in on Monday, technically Tuesday night, and I felt fine. But on the plane ride, I felt like like people like I know we're past the COVID quote unquote era and so forth, but people just be like literally hawking their brains out in the plane, and they be
Oh,
like, and they don't like cover their mouth whatsoever.
yeah.
And I was gonna wear my mask. I absolutely was. I was dedicated to wearing my mask, but I don't know for some reason. Maybe it's just because I'm fat. I was literally dripping sweat putting that mask on. Like my hot ass breath was just circulating inside the mask. Like it's good for like keeping out viruses or keeping viruses from going out. It's really bad for air circulation, hot ass breath. So
Yeah.
my hot ass breath just kept circulating, and I kept sweating profusely. So I took my mask off. I knew that if I took my mask off, that I was going to get a positive diagnosis, but I wanted to breathe. Um, so man, I got sick and I got tore up, guys. For the most part, I felt like physically good, but I mean, I probably sneezed probably like 200 times a day. It was disgusting, and I've never had COVID for so long. I literally had it for a week. I literally got positive, a negative test today. So yeah, your boy's been out of the loop recently. But I have been playing. I've been dedicated this year.
Mhm.
Well, I dedicated like my New Year's resolution is to actually
Yeah.
start playing my Steam library. So while I was sick,
Mm.
I decided to play some games.
Mm.
So I started playing Death Stranding. Um, Man, that game is absolutely boring. It's like
Wow.
it's like a walking simulator. I don't know how Hideo Kojima like actually approved this game, and
Oh
everybody,
yeah, that was the number one complaint of a lot of people.
yeah, like this game you
Walking
literally,
simulator.
yeah, you just walk everywhere, and then they're like, oh yeah, you
I
get
think it
this.
is a walking simulator, right?
It literally is,
Isn't that
yes.
what it is?
It pretty much is, yeah. And
Yeah.
one of my boys was like, yeah, he's like, this game's gonna be boring as hell, man. It's gonna be doing a lot of walking. I didn't believe him. I thought he was just exaggerating. In my very first mission for an hour, I literally just walked from one town to the next, and it was probably one of the worst experiences I had in the
For an
game.
hour?
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
um,
There's like no time. Well, not time travel.
time
Some
travel,
games.
Fast travel.
like
Yeah, it's
fast
fast
travel.
travel.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
as far as I know, there's no fast travel. I haven't gotten that far yet. I just got a motorcycle, and I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the best thing that's ever happened to this game. Um, the storyline is kind of weird, but I was like, okay, whatever. So been playing instead. I've been trying this new game called Sifu. Well, it's not new. It's been out for a little while, but Sifu, a little like martial arts fighting game, whatever. Man,
Yeah, I know that game.
I ain't gonna lie, guys. Yeah, I'm getting old as hell. Like I feel like Father Time. I feel like if I was like 10 years old, this game would be an absolute fucking breeze.
Yeah.
I've been playing this game for hours, and I'm still stuck on the second stage of the game.
Wait,
And
what?
yeah, this game is. I thought it was a button smasher, but you're supposed to do like all this kung fu shit and put inputs in, like with what's that game? Like Dark Souls. Like Dark Souls, you can parry people at the exact time and like repost
Mm.
them and all this other shit. Like I just guys, fellas, I ain't got it no more. I
No,
realized
that's it.
I think
You're too old,
Wow.
man.
I'm getting too old. Like, how do I have like 1,000 games on Steam and I can't play this shit anymore? Like, I'm about to like load up like Lawn Mowing Simulator 2024 and
Wow.
just do what old people do, like do old people shit. So yeah, I've been struggling. I've been struggling with my own mortality, realizing that
Mhm.
I am not as young and spry as I used to be as a kid. So one thing that COVID has taught me is that, yeah, we all age, guys. So, I mean, I know Ed still plays Killer Instinct for like 15 years.
And I'm so good at it.
Mm, that's
Mm.
debatable. Mm,
Mm.
that's
I still
debatable.
got it, baby.
Yeah, I don't
Mm.
know about that, but sure.
Mm.
But yeah, guys, I feel like we're getting old. So I kind of don't want to like Ed. I know you've been talking about us jumping on to what's that shit called, Halo, man.
Something.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, like Ed, I definitely carry you every game, and my
This
back,
coming from the person that's lost 30 plus in KI
I don't
and
know.
still has not beaten me.
I don't.
And
I beat you. I was the last. I was the last one. So at the end of the day, I'm the
wait, we talk
champion
about
in everything.
uh,
false. And you still haven't beaten me in what is it
Sure.
called? Ultimate. Super
Uh,
Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Ed, you are
Hmm.
literally delusional. But hey,
False.
whatever. Hey, whatever. Hey, you live. You live in your own world, man. Hey, we're just.
What if we all get Second Life accounts and we hang
Second,
out in Second Life?
I'm down with that.
All right.
I don't
Yeah.
have a starting on PC for that.
Okay. Well, that
For
might be true.
Second Life?
That might be
I'm sure I
true.
don't.
Do you not hear Ed's every time he streams? Like you literally hear like the computer in the background.
No, that's the food being deposited into the hamster wheel.
Yeah, like
For
he
the
literally has the fire department on speed dial, and that's how he keeps his house warm in the wintertime.
Grandma, turn off the
Gotta go
damn TV.
gifts.
I can't game.
Yeah, God,
Grandma.
not again, grandma. But nah, I mean, no, we should play something though. We should actually play something.
Yeah, we should.
I'm just
The
saying.
turtles thing was fun.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The people on my channel, they ask to play games all the time, and I have
Yeah.
played some games.
Mhm.
Be nice to play games with you. What Chris Jericho would say, stupid idiots. But
Hmm.
hey, that's on you all.
You have a
I'm
lot.
just
Of,
saying.
you have a lot of men's names in your mouth at all times. Is there
A lot of what?
something? A lot of men's names. Like you just always got men to quote from. Is that something we should be concerned about?
Well, when I say you guys' names, I mean that wouldn't count. So
Sure, sure. Oh, we got a comment from Black Girl's Hack. She says, "Dark Side,
Yes.
are you sick?"
Oh,
sick of these
No.
L's.
No, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Oh.
tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Tired of these L's.
Tired of this shit.
Yeah.
No, for real. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
So, a
I
long
guess.
day for me. So, just literally tired. I'm literally I'm trying to keep myself from falling asleep.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, this is probably the busiest time for you. So
That is
right?
true.
Like, so
Just
I'm
take a
saying-
bump.
Just take a
That
quick
should
bump.
wake you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I
no,
got,
Wait, you
I
talking about
got
wrestling?
this delicious Snapple to wake
Sure.
me up. So.
no, yes, nice. So what about you guys? You guys been doing anything interesting in the past week?
Yes. Shut up, Ed. Yesterday,
I roll.
I watched a movie called Poor Things.
Poor things.
Yes. It's a
Okay.
movie by the director who did The Lobster.
Okay.
Did anyone watch The Lobster?
I think I
I
watched.
did not. I know about it though.
I think I know about it. Yeah, I don't think I actually watched it.
Oh, no. So it's like a weird artsy movie.
Okay.
He made a new movie called Poor Things with Emma Stone,
Oh, I
Willem
did see that.
Dafoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's basically like a retelling sort of Frankenstein,
Mhm.
where Willem Dafoe brings Emma Stone back to life, and then Emma Stone starts growing from like a child to an adult, mentally.
Right.
The cinematography is gorgeous. The music is amazing.
Nice.
It has moments of like dark comedy, but it's pretty accessible. It's not as weird as The Lobster. So, I was telling Ed about it. Like, it's probably one of the best movies I've seen in quite a bit.
That's really surprising about you. You're such a film buff, and you watch these like kind of obscure movies at times. Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily take you for such a film critic. Cinephile. Yeah,
Oh,
cinephile.
cinephile?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Cinephile.
I don't consider myself a cinephile. Just I like certain movies. Yeah.
I would say you're a cinephile for sure. But you and
Alright.
Darkside are definitely like cinephiles. You
No,
are
I think Green Tuner's taste is more eclectic than mine.
I
Like,
would
at
agree.
the end of the day, I'm pretty standardized mainstream. I don't
Casual.
venture outside. Like he is way more bold in his tastes. It's like Poor
Hmm.
Things. Like I know what it is,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but I probably have no interest in seeing it because I know it's gonna be something I won't enjoy. The Lobster, I haven't even tried it because I know how weird it is, but I
Mhm.
know
Yeah.
that's in his wheelhouse.
I want to see
It's
it.
in my wheelhouse actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has dark comedy, a lot of gore, a lot of full frontal nudity,
Nice.
a lot of like beautiful colors. Some of the camera used is really cool. So in some scenes, I would say, I think it's the first act. is like black and white to
Mhm.
kind of remind you of Frankenstein.
Mhm.
And they also used if you guys seen like the old timey movies where it sort of had like a circular look to it. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's
Circular
sort of like
Circular.
focused.
Oh yeah, yes.
Like a fisheye effect type thing.
Like a fisheye effect, exactly. So they have moments in the movie where it's filmed that way,
Mhm.
and it like brings you back to like those old like Nosferatu or Dr. Cagliari, you know, those old timey weird like horror movies.
Sure.
And then the what's his name? Mark Ruffalo's amazing in it too. He plays like pretty much a damn lunatic.
Mhm.
Yeah, really, 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 really solid movie.
Hmm.
If anyone wants to watch something out of the ordinary.
I intend to see it one day.
Now, is it on
Mm.
Netflix?
No.
No,
Where is it
not yet
on?
anyway.
I'm
Where can we see this? Where can we watch
Tubi?
Cinema?
Is it on Tubi?
For the time being, it's in
Tubi.
theaters. But I'm
Okay.
sure after this, it'll be on Prime or Hulu or something.
Tubi?
Yeah, if it's not on Tubi, I don't want to watch it. I'm gonna be honest
Guys,
with
I'm
you.
repping Tubi these days.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean,
dude, no, don't knock on Tubi.
Tubi's
I've
got a
been
lot of stuff.
watching like some
Tubi's
Tubi.
bailed me out of so many scenarios where I'm like, I don't want to pay for this. And I was like, oh, Tubi's got it. Then I go to
Tubi's
Tubi.
got it.
I'm like, oh, great. I have to watch some kind of commercial or sign up.
Yeah.
No, it just
Mhm.
starts playing the movie.
Yes.
oh yeah. Well,
Like,
do you use?
You know,
I'm like,
you do
Tubi,
ad
what do you
blocker?
want from me? What,
Yeah.
what do you want? Is some guy going to
Mandy,
show up at my door in
let's
like a
go.
week and beat me up because I watched like 40
Yeah.
movies from Tubi?
Maybe.
It seems like it's like a shady deal.
No,
Too good
it's
to be
good.
true.
Like I said, like at this moment right now, you can actually watch like Mandy, the Nicolas Cage movie
Mhm.
Yeah.
on Tubi.
What?
You can watch like if you like 80s horror movies or anything like that, they have a gang of them.
I was gonna say Tubi
Wow.
has
Tubi's
really
such a great deal.
yeah. Tubi's been
Yeah.
pushing horror recently.
Mhm.
Like a lot of the Tubi stuff that I've been seeing recently has been like black, like kind of like black exploitation type shows. Like it's just really badly done. Like black
Which one?
entertainment. I don't
Mhm.
know the names of it.
Oh,
Like they'll be like rip-offs of like stuff like
Oh, straight to DVD type stuff.
Yeah, straight to DVD type of stuff. But I recently saw some stuff from Tubi. I think it's like an Instagram channel I follow that they post like movie clips, and Tubi has been getting plugged a lot for horror stuff recently, and that's their like straight to DVD type stuff. But it's still they're expanding their genre for sure. So
You have anime
Yeah.
on there too. So some good anime on there.
that's true. They do
Oh,
have.
wow.
I mean, obviously, it's like the older stuff, but you know, since it's stuff that I wanted to watch when I was younger, I'm like, oh, now I can watch it, on Tubi without having to really go any extra step.
Yeah, Black Girls Hack said they have the Meg the Stallion story on Tubi. Yeah, definitely not gonna watch that, but best of luck to her. It says call
The rapper that
that
got shot in the
in the foot or something similarly foolish. Wow. Tubi, I mean, they spend all their time on obviously the story. They don't have budget to actually come up with a creative title, so hey, you gotta forgive them for what they provide.
it just clicked in my head. Tubi's the one that does have those like modern day black exploitation movies, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, they do.
I thought you were talking about like the old school ones, like the
That's what I thought
70s
you
or
were talking about, too.
something.
No,
'cause
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
oh, those
no.
are cool. I like those.
No, it's
No,
like
no,
new
the modern
ones.
day. Yes. Oh my god, I forgot. I've
Yeah.
seen so many clips. It's insane. Like it's literally like a guy grabbing like not even like an iPhone, probably like a Sony camcorder.
No, it's an iPhone, like an
starting
old
recording
iPhone.
someone on like the back of their house, and you can see like the half finished walls and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I love it. Yeah, it's so bad.
Yeah, it's really horrible, and it's funny because it's so bad it's good, and they're getting a
I
lot.
don't know about good, but
No, I believe that. I believe it's good. It's good to watch in clips. It's not good necessarily. Like I wouldn't watch. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, I'm gonna actually go on Tubi to watch these shows. Oh man, this shit's tight. Like, no, I'm just gonna look at the clips, but they look entertaining. The certain clips that I've seen on Tubi, so or seen on Instagram about Tubi. So yeah, I mean, I don't know about any of the anime, none of that stuff. I've never. been on
I'm just
Tubi.
out of curiosity. I was just looking around. It's got a lot of
Ichi.
content here.
Nice.
wait, what?
Oh,
Etchy.
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 Sorry, I
Etchy,
thought you
Etchy,
meant
yeah.
like Ichi the clown. I mean, no, Ichi the killer. I'm sorry.
Killer, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No,
but
when
does it
I
have
look
our
at
Etchy?
anime
Oh, that's what
content,
I'm
it's
talking about, son.
what about
no
some yeah, but what's
no
some,
Queen's Blade or Iki
No,
Townsend,
Queen's
but there's
Blade. Oh,
but do they have
but hey, there's other options here.
yeah, do they have like
Some I've never seen before.
Gundam or something of the sort?
but yeah, they have like
If Gundam
like,
has
softcore
giant
yaoi?
knockers, yeah, they have it.
Yeah. No, well,
Oh, they
I don't
do
necessarily
have.
want the giant knockers. I'm more saying like if they have the Etchy or whatever it's called, then
Yeah, the
they got
yaoi.
they got to
Yeah.
have the yaoi. I mean, this is equal opportunity here, okay?
Yeah.
So they
Oh,
must have
snap.
Gundam Wing.
Bikini Warriors. I know this anime is timeless.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay, so you got no Queen's Blade, but Bikini Warriors is here.
Bikini Warriors.
So
Are you
we have
putting it
our
in your
next
queue?
Well, we have our next review ready to go.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
hell.
we could go
That's what
20
I'm talking
Wanna
about.
wait,
yeah,
boys,
tw-
wanna wait.
2024. We can go out, come in with a bang.
Yeah,
Literally.
anyways.
No pun intended, I hope.
Definitely pun
Yeah,
intended.
sign up today for Tubi, guys. Tubi, call us. We want to be sponsored.
Absolutely, I would not mind that.
And then use promo code Blurred Comes. That's because of the coming new year and Blurred for Blurred podcast. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nice save
yeah.
there.
No, nice save. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Also, that was a nice save. I'm not gonna lie. I was wondering where you were gonna go with that.
They got hey, remember the show The PJs? That's on here.
PJs.
Clay-
It's the
Claymation?
PJs
I actually used to-
in
yeah, I
the
used to watch that.
project. Yeah, I love
It's
it.
on here. It's been a
Wow.
while. Kinda wanna pop that in.
Yeah, no. PJs was actually kind of cool back in the day. I remember that. But yeah, no.
Yeah, some cool stuff on here for sure.
Oh, shit,
we
yeah,
got-
I'm browsing through now.
Nah, we got only toes. Come on.
Oh
welcome to
no!
chat. It says y'all sold me.
Eternal.
I'm all in.
Nice.
So yeah, Only Toes is definitely now going to use our promo code for Tubi, and we thank you for that.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you guys want to use our promo code, Blurred Comes in 2024. Thank you very much. The kickback we receive is tremendous, so absolutely thank you guys for that. Yeah, but talking about streaming stuff recently, I've started watching, like, actually finishing Arcane. I had started it like a long time ago and never finished it. I'm actually surprised how good Arcane actually is. Like, when I first started watching it, I'm like, this is kind of slow. Like, because I'm so used to just playing League of Legends, just getting to the action, kind of know.
Well, there's no story. Yeah, like League of
It's-
Legends is just here's the little guys, make them fight the other little guys. That's it.
Well, there's story, but the story is so convoluted and based on like the outfits that are coming out or the themes that are coming out. There's many stories inside of those, but now to have like a central story is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I'm like on episode like I think 7 or 8. And I'm like, damn, this is actually really damn good. It's surprising because like Riot Games, granted, they have League of Legends, they have Valorant, Team Fight Tactics, which I absolutely do love. I actually love all of them except for Valorant. I really don't play that.
For which one?
Valorant.
Oh, Valorant. Okay.
Yeah, they're like they're
shooting game,
shooting game.
FPS.
Yeah, they're like Counter-Strike, magical Counter-Strike game,
Which is also free.
But now they're coming out with their new fighting game too, which
I'm kind of excited to see how that works.
I'm
Very
really excited
excited.
to see. Yeah, I want to see how that turns out on the long run, because 2D like shell shaded games usually don't have a lot of shelf life in the mainstream. Now the FGC people will definitely continue to play that for forever. Like you have these obscure games like Melty Blood, stuff like that, and they're 2D fighting games. People will continue to play this. Skullgirls, all these games. So I'm really curious to see, with a big name like Riot jumping in and them having their own fighting game, how well will it be received in the fighting community?
Well,
Because
the guys that they hired are like bona fide like fighting game people.
Yeah,
I forgot the
enthusiasts.
two brothers. I forgot.
Yeah.
no, they're
But
actually
they've been in the fighting game industry forever.
yeah, they're like legit into it. So
Yeah.
yeah, they're not just like, oh, we're gonna take some League of Legends devs and we're just gonna throw them in there and make wish for the best. No, they got legit fighting game devs in this game. So like I'm saying, like 2D games usually, especially in this era now where we have 3D games are kind of king at the moment, especially with Street Fighters, the
Yeah.
Tekkens, and so forth. To see a 2D game that can possibly last a long time will be kind of interesting, because you even look at like Dragon Ball Fighters, right? That didn't really it had a couple years run, right? Like a 3 year run, but it kind of just
Yeah.
died out on the mainstream level, which is kind of sad, because I know Dragon Ball Z Fighters or Dragon Ball Fighters was very well received overall. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really curious about how well Riot will do with this, because like I said, Riot is pretty much as far as gaming is concerned, is one of the biggest studios out there now. So yeah, to see what they can do, I'm really interested in it for sure.
DBZ did get an update of rollback netcode, I believe. It's
Yeah, they did.
something else too.
Yeah, they did like a year ago or maybe a couple months ago. Yeah, I
Oh,
remember they
months
got
ago.
I know they got the netcode updated. But other than that, they're not pushing any new content. They pretty much said they're done.
Yeah, because there's a new game coming out too, so they're not going to be doing anything for a while.
Oh yeah, well, they keep saying it's a new Tenkaichi, which is, but it's not named that. But
It's actually named the original Japanese name, Sparkling.
Sparkling,
So
yeah.
yeah,
But that does look very good. And to be fair, it's a 3D game, but it's shell shaded to an extent as well. So that's gonna be very interesting as well coming up. But yeah, no,
and
Riot. I'm very impressed at how well Arcane turned out, especially coming from the source material. So yeah, that's kind of one of those things I've been kind of dabbling in a little bit while I've been sick for the past week or so. So good stuff.
Mm.
All right. Do we have any other topics or anything you guys want to bring up before we get into our main discussion?
well, you guys didn't see Rebel Moon, did you?
No, we did not.
Which one?
Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
no.
but should I talk about it though?
No,
Go for it.
Well, let's wait
No?
on it, because we're gonna all review it. So
Okay.
Okay.
let's review it. We'll review it in the future. We'll let Darkside decide when is a good time. I think we have a lull coming up, right? Darkside in January. Yeah, I think we have a.
Yeah, I'm
small-
watching Bikini Warriors right now.
Oh
so-
shit!
I
You
mean-
love that Tubi, guys.
Yeah,
Love
what,
that too.
shut the.
Yeah,
That's
we
why
have
it's
a
so
lull
dark
coming
there.
up. Yeah, let's definitely review it in January with a million other things we'll review.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I do want to see Rebel Moon. I wanted to watch it this weekend, and I just didn't find the time. Yeah, man, we gotta pay homage to Zack Snyder. We love Snyder on this podcast.
We sure the
Yeah.
Uh,
Some more than others, I would say.
Yes. Actually, I had a
some
discussion.
just are in deep love
Well, yes.
with the Snyder.
I love Zack Snyder with a passion. Actually, I was literally talking about him before we got on the podcast with my brother-in-law, and talking about how Snyder's not. How can I say this? Snyder, my love for him has kind of waned a little bit. I realize that
Don't say.
Snyder can make really good stuff occasionally. He's not. Wouldn't necessarily put him as one of the all-time greats at the moment, right? We were comparing superhero directors recently, and
I just want to be clear. I've never put him at the all-time greats.
well, no,
I haven't either.
well, not
but-
greats, but like
I haven't,
for superhero
but
movies.
he's a personal favorite.
Well,
He's made some of my favorite
he's
movies.
fun.
Well,
He's
I'm talking about for
He makes
superhero
stuff,
movies. He's
yeah.
one of the greats. He made one of the greatest superhero movies of all time.
Watchmen, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's
So-
my top movie. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. that's
Yeah,
true.
Plus, I'm
Watkins
saying-
is really good.
But I was saying, like, Snyder, he does really good. Now, I mean, I'm kind of
His track record is
It's
more
shaky.
off than on.
Yeah, as I'm saying, it's very
He's a
shaky.
hit or
Yeah.
miss.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he can make-
yeah.
he
Hit or
Taking
miss.
more swings and then less hits.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Just
Yeah,
because he's had a lot of
he's
swings
missed
at the
more.
bat, though. You know what I mean?
He has a lot of swings. And that's
Yeah.
how I was saying.
Than the average person.
Yeah, I was like,
average director.
his swings are really like he's gotten a lot of chances, and I will say none of his movies are horrible. Where I'll be like, man, this is absolute like a 1, right? But I'd say
What movie would be
No,
horrible?
no.
I'm
I
not
would
questioning
say-
you, Dark Side. I just want to see if I can remember what movie was
I
horrible.
wouldn't say I wouldn't. I know I don't agree that he has any horrible movies, but I think he has elements in movies that are horrible
yes,
that
Yeah.
ruin
Okay, then,
his
yeah.
movies. So it's like a smattering of ideas.
Well, you know what?
I won't
One
knock the man for not having vision. He does have a vision, but
that sugar, what is it? Sugar candy with the girls in the asylum.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Yeah, Sucker Punch was
That one's pretty bad.
Sucker Punch, the concept of it was great. The execution was not.
The execution was horrific. The
great
graphics were
trailer,
really good.
Great trailer.
Yeah, great trailer.
Oh,
That's
the
what I'm
trailer
saying.
was fantastic.
The individual fight scenes, like in them of themselves, were great. The overlying story was it was new. It was cool. It was like what we always want to see in like live action, like anime type stuff from the US. Like,
yeah,
we could see that really cool stuff, but the story just wasn't really there.
It's all flash and no substance.
Exactly. So as I was talking.
Oh yeah, Army of the Dead.
I mean, I still refuse
wanted
to see it.
like that movie.
Still haven't seen that movie.
I'm scared to see it.
I wanted to like it.
I'm scared to see it.
I've started watching that movie 4 times.
Yeah, don't finish watching it.
It's not. Is that like that's like the equivalent of Tropic Thunder? Like for me, I cannot watch Tropic Thunder from beginning to end. I fall asleep every single time.
What? Oh, wow. Tropic Thunder's
it's not his jam.
Awesome.
It's not my jam. It's just it's like it's funny. And then there's like the middle part where it just gets kind of boring to me. I always fall asleep. But no, I don't want to watch Army of the Dead because Zack Snyder made one of the greatest zombie movies in recent history, recent time, which was Dawn of the Dead. I love that movie to death. That is one.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. So I don't want to see Army of the Dead and be completely disappointed in my boy.
Right.
But with that being said, no, we were talking about like the whole story. Not because I don't want to talk about Snyder the entire time because we can use that for Rebel Moon. But my brother-in-law was saying that he thinks Christopher Nolan is the greatest director currently right now.
Your brother is very intelligent.
I mean, he probably
good as a character.
Such a damn safe choice, though.
It is a safe choice. It is a very safe choice.
It is.
He hasn't missed.
I would say James Gunn personally has made, for me, more appealing movies than Nolan when it comes to superhero movies.
That's
not just his whole body of work. I'm talking. We're strictly
superhero. This is strictly superhero mode.
It's still the greatest superhero movie, if you want to call Batman a hero of all time.
I don't think it's the greatest superhero movie of all time.
I don't think it's the greatest superhero.
We've already went over this listing, but anyway,
well, we already know what mine is,
there's some good choices out there.
There's some good choices.
Yeah.
But I would say that ultimately at the end of the day, like we're talking about like Nolan also
best director,
best superhero director,
based on their superhero movies, not based on their whole body of work.
Yeah.
I gotta say Nolan.
Yeah, what a surprise.
Oh, yeah, well, Nolan.
Somebody please hold me. I'm about to fall backwards.
Yeah. Color me shocked.
Dark Knight is the only movie that I went to go see in theaters 5 times. I've never done it with any other movie ever.
Yeah, no, I would
5 times.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. For like, here's the thing, I wouldn't agree. I don't think he's the best director for superhero movie. I mean, he's great.
Then what is there?
I think he's one of the top 3. 100%.
He's great. Look,
I'll probably put him at my number 2. I'll put him at my number 2.
Best.
Yeah.
Well, what is there then?
I was gonna say, and I've forgotten their names.
Russo brothers?
The brothers.
The Russo brothers.
Wachowski.
Russo.
The Russos.
Yes, the Russos.
Oh, Russo.
The Russos did make
the Russos. Endgame, Infinity War.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong; those are great. I mean, it's also a great spectacle. I mean, it's probably the greatest movie experience.
Christopher Nolan would be able to pull that off.
He couldn't.
No.
100%.
And he wouldn't want to. So I mean,
it's not his thing. Yeah.
I think Nolan's
I'm telling
more...
you, pound for pound, if you're asking who makes the best superhero movies, I think Russo brothers make the best superhero movies. Christopher Nolan just makes good movies. I mean,
I also put
if
Zack
it was
Snyder
just director, obviously Nolan would blow James Gunn out of the water.
Yeah.
I still say Zack Snyder is by far the best superhero.
You put
movie.
Zack Snyder over the Russos?
Yes, because the reason why is that the Russo brothers had a lot of help, right? Granted, they had a lot of weight on their shoulder. So to meet the expectation of the final Avengers movie, I'll say of that phase, was a huge undertaking for sure.
Yeah, but what help did they get?
the entire 10 years leading up to it, or 8 years.
They had to. Okay, so yeah, that's even more. It was on their shoulders to land the Infinity Saga.
Yes.
Dark
No,
Side's
no,
awake now.
no,
That
no,
ain't
no, no,
easy.
no, no. I'm
That
not.
ain't
No,
easy.
I'm not saying that it's not easy. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, as far as superhero movies are concerned, I still would put Watchmen above it personally. I would
I mean,
still
you
put.
can. Like I said, I have a lot of faith for Watchmen. Watchmen's still an adaptation at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's not a like. I mean, here's the thing. I don't take it for granted that I give credit to Joss Whedon. I've talked about it that to take all these different characters and successfully put them together and make a cohesive movie without anyone like
Universe.
look at the DCEU, which we're about to.
Yeah.
You could screw that up real easy, if all the elements
What?
don't work.
No.
So don't take it for granted that some of these directors that the Russo brothers, they know how to balance it. Call it good writing. Maybe it's the writing. Maybe it's the producing. Maybe it's what's his name? I'm blanking on it. I got a lot of brain fog these days. Creamcast has the COVID, but I have the brain fog.
He literally has brain fog.
But yeah, it's not easy to land. The landing is the hard part. The launching is not that. You can launch anything. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's, landing it, sticking it, setting the example for 20 plus years. I mean,
Wait, are you looking at overall, or are you talking about sticking the landing for?
I'm taking just sticking the landing for the MCU.
I mean, yes,
and sticking the landing to a point where everything pales in comparison. Now we have a phase 4 that can't compete to the level that the landing stuck of the previous series of films. So you could botch that real easy. So I mean, I think we're just semantics because they're both good directors. All of them are good directors. They're all just
Different styles.
good in different ways. Yeah. There's different ways you can. The vision is totally different. Zack Snyder's vision is complete. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Start to finish, he has total control over his project. Whereas the Russos, you're kind of right. They executed the landing, but they weren't involved in all levels of the universe. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, no. I can respect that. Yeah, I can respect that. I think that from what I always look at is the enjoyability of the movies, and I'm not saying like the Russo brothers did a phenomenal job. I would say honestly, even Joss Whedon, Age of Ultron, I enjoyed that as well. All these superhero movies for the most part I enjoyed. I just think that as far as taking an obscure adaptation is a lot harder to do than having something that's kind of handed to you that the story's already been built. And yes, you have to place the landing, right? It doesn't matter that you did all the stuff in the beginning. If the landing sucks, that's going to put even more of a stain on the fact that you were given a pretty nice layup, and all you have to do is just do the assist and dunk it if you need to. So it's just kind of like one of those situations where I put a lot of value on how obscure is the adaptation. How, like, Watchmen, for the most part, people, don't know anything about Watchmen, knew nothing about the original story, and taking that into making it into one of the most beloved comic book adaptations.
I don't think
ever.
I don't think it's beloved.
Well, I'll say beloved by
I think it has cult status, but
cult status. Well, I don't. Well, see the thing is like I don't want to get to the whole like. People love Marvel just because it's been around, right? So Marvel, like they had never read a comic book, but they know the basic Iron Man. They know Marvel as like Wolverine, I'd say more or less. So Spider-Man, stuff like that. I'm trying to move away from those type of audiences where that's very easy to go to because it has name recognition, household names, this, that, and the other, as compared to Dr. Manhattan. Nobody knew that Rorschach, like no one knew anything about that.
Yeah, Watchmen's more for the fans rather than for the casuals.
Right. But I see what you're saying, Darkseid. Like ultimately you have a lot for Snyder. He had really nothing on his plate. He really didn't have, if it flopped, it would just flopped. Like there have been some people like, oh man. Watchmen. Yeah. But the Russo brothers, if they had flopped that, their name would have been mud for a long time.
I guess for like it's also consistency. Like the Russo brothers, you can say they landed Winter Soldier, they landed Civil War, they landed uh Infinity War, they landed Endgame.
Endgame.
Like
That's
you know what
true.
I mean? They
Yeah.
they boom, 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 boom. Whereas Zack Snyder, I love the man, but the things that keep him from landing things are his own
His own stuff.
elements. You
own
know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, no,
Now
he has
Yeah.
no back.
we love Watchmen,
Yeah.
and I'd say that he landed it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Man
Yeah.
of Steel, I'd say he landed it, but that's about it. In terms of superhero movies,
Sure.
I think he has a lot of great like attempts and ideas, and he brings a lot to the universe. But that stick in that landing is really difficult. I'm not knocking the man for it. I love his vision. Like his
Yeah.
vision's great, but obviously he's lacking in a couple areas. But I think
Yeah.
what makes him a great director is that he has that vision. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he can own something from top to
He
bottom.
has a visual vision. He knows how to do cinematography
Yeah,
well.
visually,
You know what?
he really
And he nails it, I would
updated
say.
what everyone else did in regards to like fight and action and
Sin City,
sequence
even Sin City.
and like music and everything. So his eye for like cinematography is really
Sin
good.
City, he didn't direct Sin City yet.
I thought he
300.
300.
It's Robert
Oh,
Robert
yeah,
Rodriguez.
300. Yeah.
oh.
Oh, wait,
No,
but
but
we have
I was
really
just gonna
quick.
say. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say we have another contender, Only Toes. Oh, really quick. Let me actually get all of them. Black Girls Hack says that she saw Love and Basketball that many times in theater. That's what Ed was talking about. He had watched it 5 times. I mean, there's movies that you love. I mean, my wife, she's watched Columbiana.
Basketball.
She's watched Columbiana more times than I can count, and it's one of the worst movies of all time. So totally
Dang.
get it.
I think I remember Love and Basketball. I don't know if I ever watched it, but I think I remember seeing the ads for it.
Yeah, Sanaa Lathan.
Didn't they
and,
play for like love or something in one scene? Like they were playing
Omar
basketball.
Epps. I know Omar Epps is in it.
Omar
Is it
Epps,
Omar
yeah,
Epps?
yeah, Omar
Yeah.
Epps and Sanaa Lathan. Yeah, she loves that movie. She has the
I was
VHS
gonna say,
of it. And Betamax.
oh, nice, and
Hell
Betamax.
yeah.
And Betamax.
It went back in time for that one.
Yeah, right. And really quick, last thing. So Darkside, you can incorporate this into what you're saying. Only Toe says, put some respect on my man's name, James Mangold, because he did X-Men, Wolverine, and Logan. That is a
He
fair.
did. But okay. X-Men Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Well, actually, I had it up for a second. All that he did, I knew
James
about
Mangold.
Logan.
I don't know if did
The
he do
Wolverine.
X-Men?
The Wolverine.
The Wolverine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
the one
I
that
like
took
the
place in
Wolverine.
Japan.
And Logan
Yeah.
is good, but I don't think that
I don't think he's a top contender.
yeah,
Wait,
I
you
don't think
didn't
so
like
either.
the Wolverine solo movie?
I like the Wolverine. I don't like X-Men
No,
Origins
not
Wolverine.
that one. You know which one I'm talking about.
Huh?
X-Men Origins?
The one where he fights. X-Men Origins
Deadpool?
Wolverine.
X-Men Origins. Which one is that one again?
Not. It's
No,
Oh,
that's
that's
the
what
one where
Sabretooth-
he
we
fights,
wanna forget.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
That's been
Finally
retconned.
introduced Deadpool, if you remember.
Yes.
It's the one we will see again in Deadpool 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
We saw it technically in
Um,
Deadpool 2 as well.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, going back to Zack Snyder, his director's cut of Justice League he stuck that landing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It took a
Yeah.
while, took a lot of doing.
Mhm.
It takes
I
3
was actually-
hours, but he sticks the landing.
I was actually telling
take
Ed
4
about
hours.
this. It's
Is it 4
insane
hours? I don't
to-
It's
remember.
hours. It's
It's
4
4
hours.
hours.
Shit.
Yes, 4 hours.
Man, I
Isn't
think
it
the
insane
man
that we
is
actually
amazing.
got it though? Isn't it
What?
insane that we actually got a Snyder cut?
It's
How
amazing.
insane is that?
How many movies have we
Yeah.
had? There's been director's cuts that we haven't gotten, and
Mm-hmm.
we will never get. Like, I still to this day, I wish we had the Event Horizon director's cut. I
That will
wish
never
it-
happen.
That will never happen. It's supposed to be burned up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be burned up, and it was
Burned
gone.
up.
They said that the scenes that they cut, all of the cuts were just in the hell scenes.
Yeah,
They said I want to see it so bad
Same
because they
here.
described it and it was supposed to be insane.
I'm so sad. I'm so upset that we don't get to see that. But
Yeah.
I mean, James Mangold, his body of work, I just don't, I would not put him up at the top. I think it's kind of, I do agree between Nolan, Snyder, and the Russo brothers. I will say those are the top 3 easily.
Eternity,
Yeah,
if you will say.
I won't say.
What?
I don't think people say that, but
I'll be
no,
the
I think
first.
I don't know. For me personally, as Zack Snyder, I just love Watchmen. I love Man of Steel. Enjoyed it more than I don't know if I can't say if I enjoy it more than Endgame and so forth. But I can see Dark Side. I can 100% see your point. It was just
I would even, people would argue with me, but I'd even put Lord Miller in this as a contender for
Top.
best superhero.
You're gonna have to refresh my memory.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse movies.
Oh, ooh, yeah, you totally shifted
Yeah.
yeah. I totally forgot
my
about
way of
those.
thinking.
Miles Morales?
I
Yeah.
Yeah,
both of them.
Yeah.
And the Lego movie.
Oh my god! I mean, we
Right.
can't take that to account because it's not a superhero movie.
Well,
Yeah.
I would
But
say
just based
that
on those two Spider-Man movies,
it's my favorite Spider-Man movie.
it,
I-
those are probably one of my top superhero movies. Well, obviously they were. We put them on our list.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was literally talking to Black Girl Sack about this. I was like, Miles Morales
Yeah,
is probably
those
one
are
of
amazing.
Miles Morales as a character, especially due to how well the Spider-Verse movies have been done, is probably one of the most iconic movies, superhero movies in recent time. One, because it's animated, and we haven't really gotten really good animated superhero movies in recent time, like theatrical
And-
releases.
An interesting style too.
Very interesting
Yeah.
style. So I was telling her, I was like, yeah, Miles Morales is at a point where I don't think he passes OG like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man to an extent, but he's pretty damn close as far as one, recognizability. I don't know if that's even a word.
Story.
That's a lot. That was a lot of words. But Miles Morales is, for the newer generation, like only Tones is saying, he says his daughter loves Miles Morales. Like for this newer generation, that is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man as it
Yeah.
was for us. And that's crazy for a character that is definitely
Not real.
newer than the traditional Spider-Man that we know. That's a pretty huge feat, especially to be honest, that's an obscure character in the world of mainstream media overall. So I'm not gonna lie, Darkseid, you kind of threw me in the loop right there. I was not thinking that whatsoever. That's a very, very fair contender for sure. Shit.
I mean,
I'm
we
not
got
gonna
some
lie.
good ones. I mean, we mentioned some good ones already here. James Gunn, Lord Miller, what's his name? The Russos. There's a lot of good talent out there. Hey, we're about to talk about Aquaman here and
James Wan.
James Wan. I mean,
James
hey,
Wan, baby.
shall we just get into it?
Let's
Let's
jump into
do
it.
it.
Talking about
Let's do it.
directors.
Transition into it, nothing smooth.
Yeah. So yeah,
Shut up, man.
obviously, Aquaman came out December 22nd, literally at the end of the year, Christmas movie almost. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think?
At Underground and I had a hot date. We went together.
Oh,
That was
That's not what we agreed upon.
That was
No.
it was very hot. When
Look,
you asked him out,
mhm.
I was like, yo, this is kind of
Whoa.
spicy.
We
And
got two different perspectives here, but go on.
Ed almost
Did you tell Ed to dig deep in the bucket
oh yeah.
in the
I was like, deeper.
Deeper.
It's at the bottom.
He was like, it's like, why is there so much butter around here? It's like, don't worry about it.
Was there a hot
large
dog in the
shaft in the center of this bucket?
Oh, is that why
Oh, don't worry. That's
Is that what you're asking me for the smallest popcorn bowl?
Yeah,
or
it was
whatever?
a small bucket of
smallest-
popcorn.
Small pocket.
Yeah, but you still grabbed it.
Yeah.
I didn't grab anything.
Denying the
Really.
grabbing.
I didn't
Like,
grab
He's,
nothing.
he's
The
arguing
shit's
the
little-
size of the bucket.
The shit's
Yeah.
literally out of the popcorn. It's like, it's like, that's crazy. That's weird. But go ahead.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, we went with I went with the Underground, another friend, and we did see Aquaman. It's crazy. We saw it in. It's weird what's going on right now with theaters. I picked this screening because I wanted to see it in IMAX, and I wanted to see it in 3D, and the opportunity came up in 3D. And for some reason, it was in 3D this one day, and then I don't know which other movie's coming out, but after that, like after the first weekend, not in 3D anymore. So I was like, shit, we got to see it in 3D,
Right.
because I'm haunted by the battle scene in the last movie, in the first movie.
Mhm.
Seeing that in
Oh.
3D, I have what do you
PTSD.
call those? You know, when you have mushrooms or acid, and then you have flashbacks to that moment.
Oh, like
Oh yeah.
um,
Oh shoot.
Acid flashback. I don't know what it's called. It has
sure.
a name.
It might be like flashbacks or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, a trip, something trip, like where you
Acid
recalling.
trip,
No, it's
No,
like
that's
a
the actual trip
recalling the
itself.
trip. I
like a
forgot
Right.
the terminology.
PTSD.
Yeah, we're
No,
yeah.
and oh my god.
What
Anyways, yeah, the I seeing
triggers?
that in 3D, that amazing sequence, the Crabman battle,
Mhm.
as I would, the bar is pretty high, so I was like, I'm seeing Aquaman too. I gotta see it in 3D
You
and
have
IMAX.
to.
So, and then I have to have the Ed Underground right next to me while I do it, and I
So
did,
hot.
yeah.
So
and
hot.
it was so great. I mean, it was a 4D experience. What can I say?
Wait, what?
Aquaman on the screen, the glasses, Ed Underground next to me. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
But you know what's annoying about the Ed Underground? I will say this: like,
Whoa.
so I invite Ed. I said, let's go see the movie. We go, like, he shows up. It's like a
On
10
time.
o'clock movie. Yeah, all that stuff. But like for some reason, he always throws this out. As long as I've known this guy, it's like what the fuck. So I get there. He pays for the ticket. His classic line: "This better be good."
Yeah, it better be
Bitch,
good.
who the hell's who's telling you to come? Who's someone forcing you to be here? It better
Yeah.
be good. You're watching Aquaman 2. Where's
Yeah.
your expectations at?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay?
low.
Where are your expectations?
That's
This
fair.
better be good.
That's
If you're
fair.
walking into Aquaman 2 with the expectations that this is going to be amazing, you're going to be disappointed. Now, if you're walking into Aquaman 2 with a little bit lowered expectations, you're going to walk out of there very happy.
Right.
Now, right? At this point in the DCEU, at this point in 2023, where are your expectations? Like, are you delusional? So, anyways, Ed Underground, this better be good. I'm flashing back to Dragon Ball Evolution here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's he trying to impress here? The guy standing in front of me, the ticket taker, this 15-year-old? Who are you trying to impress?
Yeah, he wants to be cool.
Man, you see the 15-year-old like, yeah, you
Yeah,
tell that
what
movie.
up?
bro.
Yeah, you tell him,
Any-
bro. He's so cool.
Anyways,
These weird stories here.
we did see, well, but did you not say that?
So for Aquaman, probably.
You did say
Okay,
that.
so I mean, how you gonna say this weird story is when that's actually what happened?
What's up
He's
with
just
the
telling
Dragon
the-
Ball Z one or whatever?
Ed, this
But go on.
don't lie. You know you did that dumb shit too, Tom. About
There are witnesses to these moments, Ed. I'm not
Yeah.
making them up like the Batman and Robin
I
story.
was literally about
like,
to
you know
say-
what I mean? Like,
Oh, hold on.
these
That
are
Batman and Robin
witnesses.
story
People
is
are
real.
there. Yeah.
That Batman Robin story is real.
Sure,
and 6 years old, talking about, well, this movie is actually like a 2 out of 10. I'm walking out and I'm just gonna
He's like,
sit.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm out of here,
I'm gonna
guys.
sit in the lobby.
Yeah, wait till my mother comes. That's more entertaining. Oh god, you're
Yeah, you sat by the
I'm
House of
just
the
saying.
Dead arcade machine for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
what the fuck? What do you expect us to
better-
believe, man?
Better experience than Batman and Robin. Just saying.
Oh,
But
God.
anyways, so Aquaman 2, saw it in 3D, saw it in IMAX. Poured one out for the DCEU as I watched. Rest in peace,
Yep.
Bay Bay,
Bay
as
Bay.
Ed would say.
Mm.
Yeah, James Wan.
What the
I
fuck?
gotta say, I don't love this movie, but I love this world. I like the I just like the extraordinary world of Aquaman inside the DCU. If I could get 3
love it.
Aquaman movies
Yeah.
and not half the shit we got out of the DCU, I would have
Yeah.
traded for a second to get more of this world.
I
Yeah.
agree.
No, I agree. The fucking some of the moments where I was watching the movie, it's like almost like an old pulp comic. Like the action is like very fantastic, and like the
Mhm.
set pieces and the weird like creative creatures, the fish people and the weird armors and
And the Jabba the Hutt.
and this, you know, the stupid like jokes back and forth. It was
Yeah.
very
It had all the
extremely
high points.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then of course Momoa just slipping like a fucking snake right back into the role. Like it fits him perfectly.
Mhm.
But he's not acting. That's just him.
Just playing himself.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's still cool. It still works. That's what I'm
He
saying.
made
At
the
least for
character
me, it
work.
works.
Yeah.
Can't-
He made the character work.
Yeah.
I
agree.
hated Aquaman. Like I hated the casting of Aquaman. When the original Justice League casting came out, that like his whole I hate like his whole shtick with him being drunk and
Yeah.
him like my man, like the whole thing. I was like, God damn,
That's actually pretty good.
you're just like fucking Lobo. I get it. Why
Yeah.
aren't you Lobo?
Yeah.
You're Aquaman. This is stupid. I didn't like it. Just like Man of Steel, I slowly was weaned into the role. And yeah, a lot of credit goes to Jason Momoa. He's not doing Shakespeare or nothing, but he's really good at it.
Yeah, for what it is. The way that I kind of, again, with this movie, I'm watching, at least that's what I got from it. I'm watching
Mhm.
like a pulp action, very comic booky movie
Mm.
with lots of comic booky colors and comic booky villains. Fucking
Comic
Black
book.
Manta was fucking so fucking cool. It was
Yeah.
fucking insane. And his fucking like foot soldiers, like in the old like Johnny
was
Quest
about to
cartoons
say,
with the
Mhm.
big
his-
diving helmets and everything.
His
Yeah.
soldiers in the outfits were so
Yes,
good.
and the corny, goofy outfit, and it works.
It
It's
works.
fucking so fun seeing them running around.
And when is the last superhero movie we've seen? The lost art of the secret lair, the bad guy's secret lair. It's just something that has been lost. It's a lost art form.
Yes,
And here you go, Black Manta delivered the secret lair with his little minions and outfits. You're absolutely right. Pulp movie. I wish we had a Doc Savage movie. This would be so cool. But all
My
this,
yeah, exactly.
the jungle, the desert, the
Antarctica.
water,
Yeah,
The giant
Antarctica.
creatures,
Like he
Giant
took us
creatures.
around the
creatures,
world.
just
It
like
felt like an
in the old,
adventure.
like
Yeah.
like the giant ants movies, like
Yeah.
back in
Mhm.
the day. Same,
Yeah.
they had like the giant fucking like what were they like
Tentacle
praying
monsters.
mantises
Crickets.
or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking insane.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I feel like you guys are Black Girl's Hack says asking, I think, for Green Tuner, because he
Oh.
did seem very enthusiastic about it. But she asked, were you high when you watched this?
Oh no, surprisingly I was sober.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, I did watch Poor Things High though. 'Cause
Oh,
I knew what I was getting into, boy, and that
Right.
made it so much better.
Nice, nice.
I would love the movie if I
Cinematography
was
is amazing.
sober.
I know
too.
it explains a lot now. He's telling, oh my god, it was black and white, but I swore I saw colors.
No. So basically,
It was in
We
3D.
watch it.
is-
We just watch it. And it's like, what the
No,
fuck?
the
It was
worlds
in
are
3D.
basically like Van Gogh paintings. So it's
I've
like
heard a lot of
very
things
like
about it.
beautiful, like matte colors.
It's not-
So
it
that's
makes
why
sense.
I enjoyed it more.
It makes sense that he's like, man, it looks like it's really focused in the middle. That's crazy, man. It's like,
I was just closing my eyes. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh shit, man. The cinematography is amazing. How they do that
Yeah.
effect?
Had a 3D movie. It's not even in 3D.
Yeah, no, that's I'm not surprised by that whatsoever. I did see it also. We saw it in the IMAX as well. Well, I don't know if it was truly IMAX. It said on the theater it was IMAX.
Limax? You're saying Limax?
It might have been
Limax.
Limax, but I think
Yeah.
it might have been like low grade IMAX. I don't know. The movie I would say is,
Emax?
huh?
Emax?
Sure. It was definitely not the traditional IMAX experience I'm used to, but it was still good nonetheless. Yeah, no, I definitely, I find it crazy that people go into these movies, right? People who are not, or people who are superhero and comic book fans, they go into this movie with the highest expectations, right? They go into this movie thinking that they're gonna get Endgame, when in reality,
This
they're
better
get-
be good.
yeah, this is really good.
Fuck off.
Like, I spent $5 or $15 on this. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
used my movie pass or
yeah,
whatever.
like honestly, at the end of the day, like, these movies are meant for you to just to go in, turn your brain off, have a good time. These are
Oh,
good. these are-
really? Really? Go on.
okay.
What does
Anyways,
that mean?
I don't know what that means, but
I don't know what happened.
I don't know. As he's
Something I've been wanting in theaters, but certain companies do the opposite. But go on.
No, I'm not getting to
No,
this.
so go on, go on.
yeah.
Go on, go
Creamcast,
on.
please just go.
Go
Yeah,
on,
anyways.
Let's go.
So
Continue,
this
continue.
movie was I like this movie that it was nothing really serious about it. Like this movie is a movie you can go in. This is a movie I would say is truly for like kids, like or I'm not like little kids, but for like you take your young
Your
teenagers,
family. Yeah, exactly.
Teenagers,
and have a good time. Just really just watch. You don't really need to know a lot what happened previously. Honestly, they gave you the quick recap of what happened, and you can just have a good time, watch a movie, and then you leave, and then it didn't add nothing to your life. It didn't take away anything from your life. You just got entertained for 2 hours and 4 minutes. Like that's literally all what it is. And honestly, I agree. If we could have had this movie 3 times or just 3 Aquaman movies and got rid of like the Flash, got rid of Wonder Woman 84 and so forth, then that's exactly what I would have done. So it's one of those things that I believe at the end of the day, this is what was needed. This is what was needed in the DCEU. The DCEU has been way too long trying to recap what the Snyderverse was. And that's insane because at the end of the day, we're not going to ever get that again. We're never going to get that again.
No.
too little, too late.
Yes.
And people are already getting
I
burnt
do-
out on these like universes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do hope that there's a future for James Wan. In something
Me
else.
too.
Like, the man's a talented director. Hey,
He's a very talented director.
Marvel, get off your ass if you want somebody for fucking.
If you want someone to give you an interesting
Jesus
movie,
Christ.
hire
Yes.
James Wan.
James Wan is a good choice.
I'm just saying, yeah, like even in his like horror stuff, he's got like really, really good stuff if you think about it.
But I think James Wan is I think he's contractually tied to Warner Brothers.
Tied to Warner Brothers.
I think so. That's why I'm not sure. But yeah, no.
Well, they lucked out. He's a very solid director.
And like it's under the radar. You know what I mean? Like the Aquaman, like maybe we're the ones who like it and nobody else. Like
James Wan has something. I don't know what it is, but he has it. And
Creamcast,
like one movie that I can think about, what was that one with the robot kid?
Blue Beetle?
Kid.
No, it was like an android, like of a little girl.
Alita Battle Angel?
Megan.
Alita?
So
Megan.
Megan, right?
Okay.
It's a surprisingly good movie. I was surprised at how much I liked Megan. But same thing is the only thing that connects all these movies and why I like him is because of James Wan. There's something that the way that he
didn't he also
directs
do
or whatever
Malignant?
it is, it's something that really resonates with me.
Yes.
He did Malignant, right?
Yes, I believe
he did Malignant, another movie
like,
that I loved. Yeah,
like there's so many. Off the top of my mind, there's so many interesting comic books I would like to see funneled through James Wan's talents.
Through his vision, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so like even in the DCU, like there's so many options with like magical characters or something I'd like to see him do. But yeah, he's a definite like an ace in their sleeve if he's contractually obligated to Warner Brothers. But anyways, at Underground, what did you think? You sat next to me, and you were very warm. I will say that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well.
Look, Darkseid somehow knows you have very soft and warm hands. I don't know how he would know that, but he knows that.
You got an angel's touch, I would say it.
I mean, he is.
Well, I
smooth.
might, but you'll never experience that.
Again, is what it means.
Yeah.
All right, Ed.
He's cutting you off, Darkseid.
Anyways, oh my goodness. Anyways, so I went into this movie with low expectations. I would say mid because
better be good though.
Yeah, better be good.
Better
be good. My optimism kind of kicked in, so it made it mid expectations. So surprisingly, and I know it's actually not how do you say? It's not a popular view of the movie because after seeing the movie, apparently a lot of people didn't like it. But
Yeah,
I
what
would
is
say
the reception here? I'm gonna look that up, but go ahead.
Let me see. Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
so I have a theory. I saw this in IMAX 3D,
Did you?
and
Did you?
yeah, did I? Maybe I have. Yes, maybe I have.
Mhm.
So seeing this in IMAX 3D gave me, I would say, a different viewpoint. It
Mhm.
was fun. The story wasn't quite there. There were some points where I would say my fondest memory of it, the jungle scene. It seemed kind of cartoony-ish, kind of goofy.
Mhm.
Um, but the story overall, I think was actually decent. I had fun watching this movie. The world building, the worlds, the desert, the sea, just every part
The
of this.
jail, the prison with those weird crab people. That's all I could think of.
Yeah.
Yeah. But where the
That
hell were
that
they
that
at when the first movie? That's what I want to know.
They
How do
were
you-
in it,
They
baby.
will-
They were in it.
yeah.
There's a whole army of them.
There's army of
What?
them.
The
Yeah.
crab people? Yeah, the
No,
first movie.
it's about the desert people,
Oh, the
the
desert
blood, the
people.
blood-sucking people.
Yeah.
Oh, supposedly they were in the first movie.
I don't
I just
remember
don't
the first
remember.
movie.
Nah,
I
they
was
weren't.
I was lying on the floor, drooling because of the 3D barrage into my
Yes.
eyeballs and through my brain.
I did see him
Having
like
acid trip flashback.
Right.
I did see him like convulsing on the ground for a while. So
Convulsing.
He was doing what? Hold on.
What?
whatever
He
the
was
word
doing
is.
what?
That might be accurate because that transcends convulsing. So
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Evolution of it.
convulsing.
It's
An evolution.
convulsing.
Correct.
Convulsing,
Ed.
yes. I made a new word, yeah.
No, Ed, all the things you mentioned, the it's cartoony. I like that aspect that it's
Well,
cartoony.
I'm just saying
Yeah,
like one
the
part.
squid, I forgot the
The
name of that
squid
character.
partner,
Oh,
the
that
spy.
blue
That was
squid.
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty
That
funny.
was hilarious.
And
But
he's
so
yeah, go ahead.
but I think so I imagine if I saw this in regular standard movie, I
Mm.
don't think I would have as much fun with this movie that I did with 3D.
We
Okay.
did comment on that when we walked out of the theater. We all agreed that the 3D was ever present in this. This is one of the few
Yes.
times I remember. Maybe because I kept emphasizing, scenes like, am I looking at this in 3D? Is it 3D? Like, I mean, it definitely complemented the visuals
Oh
of
yeah.
this particular movie. And I've seen a lot of superhero movies in 3D if the option's available. This one really benefited from it.
It
I
did.
didn't get that spectacular battle sequence from the first movie, but there had a lot of cool moments in this movie that the 3D was definitely a cool addition.
They did. I think my favorite part of the 3D the 3D part of this movie was the last fight scene with Manta and Aquaman. It kind of reminded me of like Dragon Ball Z a little bit because it was like all just like almost the camera was focused on them fighting, but the camera was like spinning around, going up and down, but it was like one shot. It was like maybe a good, I would say 20 seconds of them just fighting in that one shot, but the camera's like spinning around them. And it was so well done. Um, I think there's only one major complaint I had about the movie was I wanted to see more of the
Amber Heard?
actual.
Oh,
Yes,
Amber
of
Turd?
course. Yes,
Amber
all day.
turds.
Yeah.
No. Oh, and about Amber Heard too. So this movie was reshot, what, I don't know, 100 times or whatever, and they purposely cut out Amber Heard. She had less screen time than the original intent was, which is fine. Um,
mm-hmm.
like the beginning part of this movie, I think was one of the reshoots, because it seemed like Amber Heard was supposed to be in there a few times. Even the part where the kid was talking to fish.
Yeah, I told you this outside the theater.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, I just agree with that.
He forgot where he gets his
Yeah,
sources.
Yeah,
yeah.
he gets his information from.
He thought he got it
let
from
me
TikTok.
let me just elaborate on
TikTok.
what Ed's talking about here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
got.
since you said it, go ahead. Go ahead.
I felt that, and I don't know, I could be wrong, but I definitely felt that in this movie, there's a scene where he's with his father and he discovers his son has the same gifts that he has, and they're drinking brewskis. It's the beginning of the
No,
movie.
Hold on,
no.
hold on. Guinness.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
Guinness. This
Yeah.
movie was a Guinness ad.
Yeah,
sure.
and,
Guinness ad,
and I guarantee you, in some theater somewhere in America, when those scenes were shot, when you saw the Guinness
Mhm.
cans on the table, there are some workers in the theater handing out Guinnesses, or like saying, "Hey, here's a Guinness for like what, $15 or whatever." Perfect ad. It's as if Abrams was like helping out in this scene or something like that. Perfect
Ed,
advertising.
what does
But
this have to do
The
with
hell's
anything?
Abrams?
What is this? What are you talking about?
you didn't see the movie?
Who is Abrams?
Yes, but what is this whole rant about Guinness?
You
Product
saw the
placement.
Guinness cans on the
Oh
table.
my god!
All right,
Alright,
go.
Dark
Keep,
Side,
That's
what were
it?
you
Dark
saying?
Side.
It was like so right there in your face.
Yeah, I mean, I like, yeah. Apparently, the Guinness was in your face, but which is true. It's called product placement. It happens in movies. But yeah, no, I really felt that in the first movie, Amber Heard's character is Jason Momoa's kind of like guide to the world of Atlantis, and she kind of like
Yes.
she's the person who funnels the politics and history into something that's digestible for cool guy Jason Momoa to understand. Like she's the
Yeah.
confidant, right?
My
My
man.
man.
Yeah, my man.
But in this movie, I just felt odd that in that one sequence where he's the coolest single dad in the world. It seemed like he, they're
Yeah, it seemed
divorced.
like it was
really
just
felt like they're
him
divorced.
raising the baby at some point.
It didn't seem like he
Yeah.
was
Yes,
there.
he's raising it
Yeah.
on his own.
So yeah, because
And
that
it
one.
felt like there's a cut of this movie where that scene where he has with his father like should have been with his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Right?
I
whole
kind of
family
I kind
in
of
it,
I
yeah.
kind of disagree with that.
Okay.
And maybe this might be due to the reshoots, but I think it was kind of perfect. The messaging was a little weird because then he gave a toast to single dad. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
cheers to single dads.
Single
And I was
dads,
like, is Amber Turd no longer in your life? But we don't know for sure what the original vision was. But I mean, yes, I did feel a little weird through most of the beginning of the movie. She was an absentee mother, but you could kind of maybe say that she was in Atlantis, like handling politics while he's up there with his dad. I don't know.
Yeah, he's
It's
not
a bizarre
They
very
could have
big
just had some
It's a bizarre
line
saying.
where they're like, "Oh, mom's whatever."
Mhm.
Just acknowledge that
You're
she
the
exists.
king of Atlantis, and you literally have a queen sitting beside you, and then you're to say, cheers to single dads.
I mean, what he could easily done is take that baby, threw it into the
Did
ocean.
he say cheers
and-
to single dads? I don't think he said that.
Yeah, he did. He said cheers to
Did
single
he?
dads. Yeah.
They
That's what-
cheered
Yeah,
Are
they
you
cheered.
sure?
with Guinness.
But he's
Yes.
not single in the movie. Like
No, he was
He's
talking
not.
about his father because he raised him.
oh,
As a single
raising
dad.
him as a
Yeah, but it was kind of
single dad,
awkward
right.
because it said
It
like he
was
said
awkward.
cheers to
Yeah,
single dads and so forth. Which hey, I kind of was a single
Yeah,
dad taking care of
for sure.
Ed and so forth. So
Yeah.
I
Homage
felt
to you.
yeah, I
Wait
felt
a
really
minute,
great about
I
that.
thought you went out
Wow.
for milk.
I did
Which
go out
one
for
was
milk. I
it?
mean, I still put them on my
I
taxes.
did go out for milk.
So
You still
You still claimed him.
I still claim my
claimed him.
taxes.
That makes no
Got the
I'm
sense.
like,
benefit.
yeah, I'm like, damn,
Makes
it's
no
hard to
sense.
be a
Now,
single dad.
some would say you fucked up because of Look at Ed, but
I did.
What? I'm the father here.
I
What are
told you
talking
it's the one
Why
swimmer
that?
that went backwards for some reason. He didn't actually get all the DNA, and it just got the tail in, and
That
somehow
makes no
it's
sense.
still made that. It was weird. It was weird how that
Yeah,
happened.
But
it's kinda strange.
that thing when I told you to
Didn't
turn
get
your
all
head
the
earlier.
DNA.
It's a little weird.
You
It's a
got
little,
partial RNA on that one.
yeah.
It
So,
was a fluke.
yeah. So even when they do a DNA
Mhm.
test, they're gonna say he's not the father. He only got like
Are
two,
the father?
like yeah, like it doesn't seem all the DNA went in. It's weird. He's
That
like
makes no
Doesn't
He's
sense.
like
have all
90
the, he doesn't
There's
have all
only,
the
like,
chromosomes needed.
trace
You're-
amounts of DNA.
yeah, he's 90% his mom. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
That makes
that's
no
weird.
sense.
Yeah.
Ed's more of the missing link.
yeah.
That makes no sense.
No, he's
Do you
like
remember?
it's 10%.
Do you remember
you,
that?
70%, or I mean, sorry, 80% the mom, and then 10% unknown. Like
Yeah,
we don't know
right.
what he's made
makes
of.
no
He may
Unknown
have
DNA
something.
genome
But
mapping.
before we went live, do you remember the I told you to turn your head, right?
Yes, you told me to turn
And
my
you turn
head.
your head.
Yes.
What did I say after that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yes, do what daddy says. That's what I said.
Guys, he got me.
I
he got
did.
me.
I did.
I was like, oh shit, that was amazing. But here, it's funny. We have Black Girls Hack saying she's like, I love being a stepmother to Cream's real love, Underground's mom. It's hard. It's hard being
false.
in. I'm with my wife. I love her, but you know, my wife even knows that I still have another family out there. So you know,
False.
and I'm sorry I wasn't there. The milk was
False.
running dry. But I finally came back into your life as
This isn't
Crip Face.
Monarch. This isn't
So
Monarch. False.
yeah, it's fine. So no, so thinking about like that final fight scene, right? The one thing I'm not gonna lie, it almost feels like that fight scene, almost like James Wan was like, all right, let's go all out on this action. And then at the very, very
Oh
end,
yes,
he
the
was just
very end.
he was like, you
It's
know,
like
Nope.
he just stopped.
it's
He
it's
just-
the equivalent of what's it called? A refractory period.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is. You basically just fucking busted the biggest load in that scene,
What in the
and then you're
world?
just kind of like,
Oh fuck, like
and then you just fall asleep.
yeah,
That's
you-
basically what happened.
well, not even that. It's just like you have regrets afterwards. It was just like,
Yeah.
oh man, that thing I just did was so fucking cool. Oh, it felt so
They-
it felt so
They
great.
had such
but-
a build up to that green guy.
Yeah,
to
like
get just fucking stabbed by a trident.
Trident.
That's it.
like
Just
he
got
gets
stabbed.
like the first when he grabbed the black trident, right? I was
Yeah.
like, yo, this motherfucker
He's about to
badass.
step up.
Like,
Yeah.
oh
Good
shit,
stuff.
they about to get fucked
Yeah.
up. And then Orange just throws the other trident to him, and then Jason was like,
With pinpoint accuracy
he's
too.
like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? And he just throws it at him. I'm like, this motherfucker's about to do double trident, like double hot dog
Yeah.
the shit out of these guys. He's gonna literally have like almost like two penises. Like I'm slapping both of you in the face
Yeah.
at the same time with that
What?
shit. Like I
Yeah.
thought this guy was gonna be the most
What it
badass
calls
guy.
a Friday night. Yes.
Yeah, typical Friday night for
It's
Ed.
another Friday.
So
Of me to you guys, I guess. But
It said it's another Friday.
Ed, I mean,
Oh, Ed.
Ed,
Yeah, what I
you just-
said.
Ed's been slipping.
Oh,
like,
Ed.
yeah, he.
Yeah.
the,
First we got only
Why you
toes.
the
walking into these,
revelations
Ed?
about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what?
Oh my goodness, you just don't stop. But anyways, that fight scene between Black Manta,
Manta.
and freaking Jason Momoa,
Aquaman?
Aquaman, it
Yeah.
was. I agree with Ed. It was visually appeasing. It was something that we haven't really seen in the DCEU.
DCEU.
Like it was great. Like it was an awesome fight scene. I really enjoyed it, and I was like, oh my goodness, like where has this been for the entire 2 movies? Like,
Yeah, where's this energy? Where's this creativity? What
Yeah.
the
Where's
And
this
well-
in the whole DC?
yeah, this is like
EU.
literally some like with Ed Underground. I mean, I'm in my late 30s, but you know, this was like some Dragon Ball Z type shit. It was like
It was.
pop, pop, pop. I was like, oh shit. I
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
Goku and Vegeta fighting, and all of a sudden Broly's about to step up, but then he does nothing. It's like, what?
yeah. Well, the thing is like I thought this was gonna be and I'm not gonna lie, I can't spoil it for myself because I wasn't thinking I was gonna watch the actual movie. I didn't think I was gonna feel better by the time we're gonna do this podcast. So I kind of spoiled the ending for myself. So I kind of knew how he was gonna die, the
Yeah.
big bad guy, but I didn't think it was that bad. And for a second, I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot about the ending that I knew was coming. And I'm like, oh my goodness, is this like a love letter, like a goodbye letter to Aquaman? Like they're going to go out in a bang. And at first it was great. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, when Black Manta got defeated, you know, he tried to punch him and he just kind of like held his hand there. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then that last scene, it literally just killed the, I don't say killed the movie. It killed the hype of the ending for me. And then the flashbacks of reading what happened. I was like, this is a lot worse than I actually thought. And everybody was explaining like, you're going to be completely disappointed with the buildup of the bad guy at the end.
Yeah.
And apparently what was originally supposed to happen, or what was supposedly supposed to happen, was that this guy was going to be defeated, but then Orn was going to hold the Black Trident and truly become like King of the Necros and all this other stuff. That was supposedly supposed to happen, which would have built into a 3rd movie. Because you think about it, like he had all the motivation to be the King of the Necros and be like a true terror to the earth. But
You know
of course
what?
that didn't happen.
So I heard about that too. But you know what? That kind of explains one thing. There was a you thought he turned on his father when they were climbing the bridge. You remember that part?
Yes.
When they did like that.
He turned on Mira's father.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the father was in trouble, and
Mhm.
all of a sudden he needed help, and he had the opportunity to help him, but then you see this like grin, and then he just like slips away. So like me and Dominic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was also with us watching the movie, we
Mhm.
like said, "Oh, it's going to turn," basically,
Now,
and that vibe was there. He's going to turn, but then he saved it. So, and then hearing about the part where he was actually supposed to be taking the Black Trident, it kind of made sense. But on top of that, now you're talking about it on here. He grabs the father's trident at the end,
yes.
which I think is a reshoot. Because if he was supposed to originally grab the Black Trident, why grab the
I
father's?
don't. I don't. I don't think that is. I
Anything
don't think that's.
consequential, I don't think.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been the case, but I don't think that's where they were going with the.
Oh, they're also supposed to kill the baby, apparently.
Okay, I don't think any of this is accurate because it doesn't make any sense in the like.
Well, this movie kind of doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah, but like from a narrative perspective, killing the baby would have doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Patrick
Yeah.
Wilson's character from the get-go, like you'd have to completely rewrite the movie. This movie is more about a redemptive arc for Patrick
Yeah.
Wilson. So by him taking the Black Trident would have ruined the whole movie. I like this movie the way it is. And a lot of people have compared it to like Thor Ragnarok or
Yeah.
not the second Thor movie where Loki and
Oh,
Thor like
the dark whatever.
the
Dark
one we love
World or
with
whatever.
our boy
Dark
Malekith,
World, yeah.
baby.
Malekith, yeah.
Malekith, OG.
Darcy, I think you're
Um,
completely wrong, by the way. So, but I'll let you.
That's fine.
Finish.
That's fine. Yeah, no, I think that would have completely ruined the movie if we saw like an evil ocean master. I like Patrick Wilson. I like him like this. I like their relationship and how it's developing in this movie. So I like the way they ended up, but I definitely don't believe that. I believe that there's a version of the movie where that exists. I'm not saying that's wrong because he's like
I want
basically
to
the
see it. I
arch
kind of want
enemy.
that. I kind of want that.
Yeah, no, I prefer this, and I prefer like you have that like seething hatred character with Black Manta, and that's one of the things I liked about this movie. That whereas they they kind of made Ocean Master more of like this like gave him a softer touch, but as they gave him a softer touch, they gave Black Manta like a harder edge. Like
Well,
this
yeah,
man,
they went
Yes.
all in.
They
hates
did.
he hates for
Yeah.
the thrill of it. Like he's all in. You're like even till the very end where he's like holding out his hand for him, he's like never.
Never.
Yeah,
No,
you
like
think he's
whatever.
about to like
never.
grab his hand because he actually
Yeah,
climbs
yeah.
up,
Yeah.
I was
and
like,
then
damn,
he's
dude's
basically
there.
just to
Nah,
tell the fuck
yeah,
off.
yeah, he got closer. Like, let me whisper in your ear. Fuck you. Fuck you, Aquaman.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Well,
So
I
what were you
disagree.
saying?
I disagree with you on the
Good.
aspect of because if you're gonna do Aquaman 3, right? Either you're gonna have Black Manta come up again and be,
Got nothing else.
yeah, like either you have Black Manta. Let's assume like everything was supposed to happen was originally happened at the end. Like Black Manta goes into the abyss and pretty much dies.
With
Once
the
you have that,
ocean.
then the only person you have left is Ocean Master. Like that's literally like Black Manta,
No.
then Ocean Master. I mean, you have other bad guys, but
You have
I'm
other
talking about,
villains.
but the
yeah.
two top villains for him are going to be
Yeah,
Black
absolutely.
Manta
Those
and
are the
Ocean
two
Master.
top villains.
Yeah, so as I'm saying, like,
but
I
like
think
Loki is Thor's archenemy, and look where they went with. It's a very familiar territory. You don't
it
need.
is.
You don't need like a third movie can be successful, and that turn from Ocean Master can make that third movie much more successful. You know what I mean? I like
Yeah.
that turn.
Do it-
And you know what? The thing is, they emulated the Thor formula.
Yeah.
And I'm
Sure.
not saying it's wrong to do that, but I'm just saying that, per your argument, Thor Ragnarok is the answer there. Like doesn't need to be.
I mean,
It kind of
granted,
worked though.
Granted, they could have had. I mean, there's other nemesis that Aquaman has that could have filled
I
the
mean,
void.
you said it. You're right. They every other enemy sucks. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
Yep.
there's two good enemies.
Yeah.
I don't even know any others, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at a list of some other ones, and I was like, I was like, what else could they have really done? And
Yeah.
they could do evil version of Aquaman, which is from another dimension.
Yeah,
The
Classic,
trench,
classic.
the trench.
The trench they did in the first movie.
They did, yeah. He's already like, hey, I can
Yeah.
tell the trench what to do because
Yeah.
they're fish people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's kind of just taking care of that. Then there's Atlan.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Atlan
well,
could have came back.
Didn't they do Atlan?
Well, they showed Atlan in the
No.
first movie, and
Yeah.
he died. He was dead. So
Oh,
he,
okay.
I don't know if he could have came back somehow. Charbitus, which this
I don't know that.
I don't know who that is, but apparently he's the one that made Aquaman lose his hand.
Mm-hmm. Shark Boy and Lava Girl. That one's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jaws.
Street Sharks.
Yeah.
Street Sharks.
Street
Those
Sharks
are the
would've
worst
been
ones
good.
because
Yeah.
they
Nah.
can go through cement as well.
Yeah, I've been really
or
hot.
blacktop. I'm sorry.
Really,
yeah.
really hot. Yeah. So yeah, no, I think it would have made sense to make Ocean Master the next bad guy in the next movie, and then they had the big brotherly reunion. But I mean, we got what we got.
Boring.
You know what? You're boring. You know,
It would've worked.
you want everybody to be friends.
Hey, me and James Wan disagree.
Okay, sure.
Me and James Wan disagree.
Well,
That's all
I
I'm saying.
mean, you probably when you guys had a talk, you probably went over the script and you say, James Wan, this better be good.
Sorry. Me and Jimmy disagree.
Oh, Jimmy.
I call him
Jimmy.
I'll call him Jimmy.
Jimmy
No,
Dubs,
sorry.
you mean.
I call him
Jimmy
Jimbo.
Dubs.
Jimbo.
Okay.
Jimbo Dubs.
Like I said, you guys,
Jimbo?
yeah,
We
you guys
disagree.
had a private
Jimbo
conversation.
Jones.
You threatened him, telling him it better be good. He wrote
Yep.
this masterpiece that is
Yeah,
Aquaman
yeah.
and the Lost
He was
Kingdom.
writing, and I was like, "Better be good."
Good.
I walked out the door.
Yeah.
Right.
He was like,
That's right.
"Oh, dark side,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
dark side."
Classic dark
Dark
side.
side. So I mean,
Right.
yeah, no, I really thought that overall this movie was kind of discombobulated to an extent. The story,
Oh, for sure it was
Yeah.
this company.
yeah,
Yes.
this man was zipping everywhere across the world, and I do enjoy the fact that the motherfucker went from Atlantis, all of a sudden he's in the desert, then he's next.
How did they get there?
He's in the pirate
Water,
kingdom.
bitch.
Yeah,
Water.
He can actually swim in
80%
sand.
of our world.
Yeah, and he can swim
Yeah.
swim in sand.
Get used
apparently.
to it.
Yeah, it was
Swim in
absolutely
sand.
amazing. So, but I do enjoy the fact that honestly, like the set pieces were really good. I do agree. I really enjoyed that. We got a lot of different environments really quick. Like the whole Black Manta thing. We were talking about that earlier. I really enjoyed the fact that Black Manta was as evil as he was, right?
Yeah.
And that he was willing to do the
Kill a
most.
baby.
Yeah, he was willing to kill
Yeah.
a
Kill a
baby, no
baby.
problem. Even though that wasn't truly him, but still, it was
Pretty
bad
sure
enough.
it was him.
You think it was him? Well,
Yeah.
sure.
No, towards the end, it wasn't him.
I think even when the entity left him, he was still
He was
pretty,
still the same.
Yeah,
he was still
At
pretty
the end,
hateful.
he
still
had-
would kill that baby.
Yeah, he did try to sucker
he
punch.
would kill that baby.
He
to
would
hurt
kill that baby in
Aquaman.
the beginning. He would kill that
Yeah.
baby in the
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
Kill
and
the
everything in
baby
between.
throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, he did try to sucker punch Aquaman when he wasn't looking. So
Yeah.
that man had a lot of hate in his heart. I did enjoy that though. I don't like these these bad guys that are flip flopping like, oh my goodness, you know what? I really don't want to do it, but I have to. And like he was evil through and through. I did
Yeah.
enjoy that. And he didn't back out at any point in time. I
Marvel,
really, yeah, Marvel, you
Marvel,
could learn something from
listen up to
Yeah.
you're right. Evil is evil. Like, yeah, you're right. It kind of, that's been Marvel's thing the last few movies, the villains that just aren't
evil.
committed.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't really care. Like, I mean, what's your get to the, either you're bad or you're not.
Yeah.
You're like
I have a
People
change
die
of
with
heart.
conscience,
You get-
basically.
When you hit me with that cosmic punch, I realized that
Oh.
you're doing this for love and
Yeah.
black girl magic, right? Ed? So it's kind of crazy.
I'm just saying.
No, I do.
she's trying to save her people. That's
Just really trying to say.
What do you mean for people?
Your people. All people.
All people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I was Monica Rambeau, but either here nor there.
Hmm.
I was talking about unnamed villain.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were talking about. But no, that's something that Marvel definitely needs to learn recently. I feel like they have been too soft on the bad guys, which the one thing I do enjoy with DC is that The bad guys are just bad guys. There's no coming back. They're not like, oh man, I'm bad and I have a change of heart. They're just bad. And I think that's what one thing I really loved about like Zack Snyder's Justice League, because uh um Darkseid was
Darkseid,
literally
yeah.
was just he was just evil. He
Just
was just
evil.
yeah, he wasn't
Yeah.
he didn't have no deep motivations where he's going through like conundrums in life. He's just like, I want the anti-life equation. You're like,
Yeah.
get
He
the,
knows he's not the
He's
hero of
doing
his
it
own
for his
story.
daughter, guys.
Yeah,
He's doing
Yeah,
it for
no,
his
exactly.
daughter.
There's
Yeah.
no ultimate
We
motivation.
found out that he really
but
loved his daughter, and I was
selfishness.
like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
man, Darkseid, you're all right.
You're
He
not such a
knows he's
bad
not the
guy.
hero of his own
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, and I love that. It's just like, we don't need a deep, because the thing is, if you can build a deep story like that, where we kind of get a Thanos type level where he has some type of motivation, even though it's stupid as hell, at least you had to build up to it. And I think that would have been really hard to do in this movie. So the fact that Black Manta was like, I'm just ready to kill babies. I mean, I don't know what y'all here for, but if I
Yeah.
have to pull out this knife again, I'm just gonna start killing people.
Yeah.
Who has a baby here? And I enjoyed that about him, because he's very simple. He's focused on that one thing. And I'm not gonna lie, like, Black Manta was just badass. Like, the entire
was.
Yeah.
movie,
Well,
Yeah,
He
he was.
he was just badass, and I just like I enjoyed that. That's
I like this Black
It's a
Manta.
combination of the actor, the character, and like
The story.
The actor is
Yeah, that's right.
good.
he had the swag about
The only
him.
movie I can remember him is from the new Candyman, and he was pretty
Candyman.
good in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
even like the credit to James Wan, I've always found like I always liked Black Manta, but I never thought he could translate into real life, because I always thought he
Yeah,
was
especially with the
ridiculous.
disc head and everything. I'm
head,
like,
yeah.
The big
Yeah.
helmet,
God, they're
like,
gonna
is
pull
always
that off.
Yeah, I never thought they'd be able to pull it off, and here we are. They pulled it off. It looks good, and it actually looks badass when he's on the
He
screen.
looks badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looked badass.
And he made it look formidable. And there's so
Even
many
without the
shots
power suit too.
without the power suit.
Yeah.
And the scene where he abducts the baby, and it's the blackout in the house, and you see the eyes light up.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
good shit,
That was.
man.
I'm not gonna lie. That
Yeah.
like, you knew it was coming.
You
I'm
knew
like-
it was coming,
But I was
it's
like,
good
yo,
shit.
that was some really good like cinematography. Just that creepy moment of him just like being there, and I just like that they had the classic outfit for him. Like, he didn't
Yeah.
have to have the power suit.
That's
explain it.
basically just like the comic book. They didn't really do much.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. And
Yeah.
at first, I didn't realize it because they kept talking about the power suit and power suit. So I had to think back. I was like, oh yeah, in the original one, he had all that fucking armor on, and I'm like, now with the Black Trident, he doesn't need it, and he just has like the leotard almost.
Yeah,
on.
pretty
And
much.
And I was like, yo, that's simple. I thought the same thing. The
It
fucking
works.
helmet. I'm like, the helmet is gonna look dumb. It looked awesome with it without the rest of the armor. I was like, yeah, it worked, and I was highly impressed. This is
I wonder if Marvel, like, we're talking about these kind of villains, like, and you're right. I mean, we look through the DCU, they've done villains pretty well, in their history, and whereas Marvel's faltered in that. I wonder if, what's his name, Kang, if he was more evil for the sake of being evil, and you just hated him over time. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And we didn't get to know him that much. We didn't have Victor Timely and all this stuff to soften him up a little. Maybe we'd be more invested in him,
I
or
agree.
in that character. So
Maybe.
I totally agree. Like, the King, it seems like they were going the vicious route with King, where he was just an evil that we just hated, which that would have been really cool to see. We kind of got a glimpse of it with Ant-Man a little bit. Ant-Man, but it really didn't pan out to what we wanted.
Ant-Man didn't stick that landing.
No, it
a
did
lot,
not.
a lot of people believe that the ending of Ant-Man, which we all had the same reaction to,
Yeah.
is the moment that they lost
They
control
killed
of this
the
character.
King.
They killed
Yeah.
the
They
final
killed the
boss,
Conqueror.
basically.
Well, they killed the
No, he-
Conqueror.
He
and
killed the Yeah, if Ant-Man can do it, not Ant-Man. If Ant-Man's ants could do it,
Yeah.
why the fuck were we afraid of this character? You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah.
definitely
Who-
did. Like,
well, who
our
are we afraid
initial
of?
reaction was apparently what a lot of people's reaction was. That just took the wind out of the sails of this character. Was Thanos was ever present, and we never like.
he never got defeated.
Yeah.
Well, we never saw him other than the hype machine that he was, and he
Yeah.
delivered because his first foray into the MCU, he did what he wanted to do, and
He
everyone-
won.
like, yeah.
Well, the
So-
thing is that when we saw Thanos, right? We always saw Thanos in like clips and so forth, but the first time we actually saw Thanos in action, he beat the ever living shit out of the Hulk. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
and this
Be your
and-
strongest guy.
yeah, you literally the one guy that hasn't been defeated yet, he
Yep.
absolutely dog walked the fuck out of him. And I remember,
and
And then
he-
put him into a depression, pretty much.
Yeah.
and in that same scene, kills Loki, the first major villain that the Avengers have to
In
fight.
5
The-
minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, in 5 minutes, he basically that sets the tone of that whole movie, where you kill the villain of the first Avengers movie and you beat the shit out of the Hulk.
okay,
So you're absolutely right. That's like writing a movie. That's how you hype up a villain. You know what I mean?
The final boss.
Yeah, your final boss, exactly. Like
Yeah,
this,
very
like
much so.
Marvel is definitely having an identity crisis right now, where they're trying to do deep storylines, and the problem is like the writing just can't support that, and you have all these convoluted series where you have characters who are just not built for that type of style. Like you have, like um She-Hulk, right? Was all like this slapstick humor and so forth, which is that's how her comic is. But when you try to get a world-ending boss into, or something that's going to destroy all life, how you really convey that seriousness when you built an entire series off of humor, and it's really hard to do. And like with Ant-Man, the one thing I did enjoy with Ant-Man coming into the scene, like Ant-Man, it was all fun and games for the first 2 movies, right? And then afterwards, he was pretty much gone. A lot of that humor was gone out of the movie for the most part, until things became serious. And I kind of enjoyed that. Like you can't mix those two genres without a lot of forethought and into how you're going to develop these characters and have them cross I don't want to say crossbreed, but cross reference other movies
in the universe.
in the
yeah.
universe. It's going to
Cross
be very hard.
streams.
Yeah,
You know,
Cross
Black,
streams, yes.
yeah, cross streams.
Black,
Yeah.
Black Manta's like determination and like his like I guess how evil he was.
It was unyielding.
Yeah, that's great. Unyielding evil.
Mhm.
Props to Ed for that one.
Yeah, he definitely looked at that.
Marvel, you have Namor, and that is a
Yes.
character like that. And don't fuck it up. You have Doctor Doom. The man is
Oh,
all vengeful evil,
Yes.
and he's very
Yeah.
selfish.
Yes.
So and they're both very. I love Namor too. He's very selfish, and I like the MCU Namor. I really like him, and I think he's untapped potential, and I hope they tap that potential and with Fantastic Four. But yeah, listen to the Blurred podcast here. We're the only ones obviously speaking this here, but yeah, the villain, make that villain villainous. Like,
If they
bring
if they
that
mess
back,
up Doom,
Marvel.
if they mess up Doom, I don't know what Marvel.
You're
gonna
out of
do.
here, Ed. Is that what you're saying? You're done.
I'm just saying.
He's gonna
if
walk out.
If you mess up
walking
Doom,
out?
now they did great with Thanos. If they mess up Doom, that's sad.
over.
It's
Game
pretty
over.
much for Marvel. Pretty much.
well, it's
Pretty
gonna
much.
happen. Don't you worry.
I hope it doesn't happen. I mean, X-Men's coming out, Fantastic Four, Blades delayed into eternity apparently, and you have Kane's gone unintentionally. Who else do you have right now? Kane.
Who?
Kane.
Kane?
Kane.
Kang. Oh.
No.
Yes, Kane is gone unintentionally. So I mean, Doom is supposed to be. He's in the shadows somewhere.
Well,
Who else do you got right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the
I
thing
But
is-
if you mess up Doom, you basically messed up Marvel. You can't mess up Doom. You have to have Doom. I will say, almost perfect.
Wait, no,
close
you
to
still have a lot of people, right? You still have a lot of bad
you
guys.
do have good villains.
Yeah, you
and I-
have a
No,
lot
no,
of
you
villains.
do have
I-
great villains. I'm just saying that the lead up right now. I mean, you have X-Men and Fantastic Four coming up, and I think the whole purpose of having the Fantastic Four is to somehow present Doom. I mean, who else would be a great opponent for the Fantastic Four, or to lead up to the main final boss is to bring back Doom, or to bring Doom, not to bring him back. He never came here, but to bring Doom.
Well, Doctor Doom, I mean, he's primarily Fantastic Four, but you still have
Exactly.
a lot of bad, wonderful villains. Like you just said, X-Men, Magneto in of itself. Magneto is still a wonderful
No,
villain.
I love Magneto. I love
that can
Magneto
absolutely-
more than Doom. I'm just saying, if you're bringing Fantastic Four, there's got to be a reason why you're doing that all of a sudden. And there's been talks about Kane.
Yeah, Mole
and
Man,
Doom.
bitch. Mole Man. Fuck you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Small Man.
We
Yes.
get some
Yeah.
more Silver Surfer, man, and we can do Galactus and
Dude,
everything. else.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
But Galactus is a real, actual, real, because we still got the Celestials, right? So I mean, we still have a continuing storylines, right? We still have Celestials out there. Eternals 2 still possibly in the works. So you have
I
Celestials.
say
you have
if you ask me, like, here's what DC wanted, Zack Snyder wanted to do out of the gate, and he just couldn't put the pieces together. Whereas Marvel's sitting on a gold mine. They have the poor version of the Legion of Doom. They got the Masters of Evil.
Mhm.
Rename that shit, but you have Kang go back in time, get the Red Skull, get evil Loki, get, I don't know, villains that I'm not thinking of. Get the greatest hits, Ironmonger, get the greatest hits of the Avengers villains, time travel, and assemble a group of anti-Avengers. That's a great movie.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's a great movie. Can our new Avengers take on the villains of the
Yeah.
original Avengers?
Exactly,
Like,
and that's
I mean,
and that's funny
I would
thing because
like
they
to
do
see
that in the
that
They
shit.
do that in the comics all the time.
Yeah,
So
fucking do that.
yeah, I mean, like I said, like even with X-Men, like I said, Magneto in and of itself is a mega level mutant.
Oh yeah.
So
I,
I
I
mean,
want Magneto to come in and
we
just.
haven't had a truly evil Magneto, um,
I want that so bad.
of that caliber ever. So I mean, we still have once that we can have a good Dark Phoenix, right? We can have Magneto. We can have what's it, Apocalypse. I mean, we
Ooh.
have there's
Four times the charm. Third time's the charm with
Yeah,
Dark Phoenix. Is it
yeah,
fourth time
Or
or third?
fifth time? I don't know. I'm.
Third time.
Third time. It's the third
third,
time.
yeah, it'll be a third time. So, but the thing is that there's a lot in each franchise. There are definitely a lot of bad guys left, and I agree with Darkseid. As far as bad guys are concerned, Marvel is on a gold mine. They just actually just need to execute it.
Mhm.
The problem with Marvel at the moment is that the vision is just not there at the moment. They have
not.
all these branching storylines. They just can't bring them all together, which is
Ed,
unfortunate.
what is clouding their minds? Tell us, Ed Underground.
Yeah, Ed,
What
tell
is
us
on their
what.
minds?
What is
Yeah.
it?
They're more focusing on messaging rather than story.
Oh, no
Oh,
way!
oh, no way. I mean, hey, is it working?
Hmm.
Is it working?
Is it?
Is it?
No, it's not.
Is it?
It's not.
I still always challenge them. What messaging are they doing? Because
So-
why isn't it just bad stories? It's just bad writing up until this point.
Well, the story's like on the back burner, the way back burner. I mean, look at Captain Marvel. The Marvels, that's what it's called now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just, I mean, Bob Iger.
Well, what
who
was on the
owns-
front burner? No.
What's on the front burner?
Look at Captain
Messaging.
Marvel. What was the
Message-
messaging? What
messaging.
was the messaging in Captain Marvel or Marvels?
Oh, the Marvels?
Yeah. What was
What
the
was the
messaging?
messaging?
This is the third episode in a
You
row.
want me to go
We've
into-
asked you this question. What
is
was the messaging?
What's
I just
the
haven't gone
messaging?
into it.
Damn it!
I just haven't got into it.
Okay, what is it?
Girl power.
Oh, girl power. Okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
that's the main focus.
Are they not
That's it.
girls?
They are.
Well, they're women actually.
Are they powerful? Are they powerful?
Yes. One
So
overpowered, I
what-
would say.
Okay, so what's the messaging? Wouldn't girl power make sense in a movie about powerful girls?
Yes,
Women?
but if you
Women.
don't have a story
Women, I'm
behind it,
sorry?
if you don't have a story behind it, then it doesn't
So
make any
that's-
sense.
Exactly. So if a good girl power movie exists, it's a good movie.
Yes.
It's
Okay,
just
so
the
It's
writing.
not girl power then. It's what Creamcast said.
So
It's
Bad
the right.
story.
It's just
So-
bad writing.
yeah, it is bad, right? So how about
There you go.
this?
No?
Alien starred a woman, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Main
Okay.
character. Great story, right?
Sure. Yes. It's good.
Okay.
Good
What else
story.
is another
It was
popular?
okay story. I won't.
Yeah,
I
it was
won't-
not. It was not.
I'll be
I think
honest.
it's a
It
good
was
story.
okay.
Honestly, the story.
here,
yeah,
so-
I agree. It's not that complicated.
It's not that great. Yeah.
Yeah, you're acting like
So-
you're like
it's-
Alien
it's- yeah.
was.
It was a good story. Right? It
Alien was the most
It was
groundbreaking story of all time.
It was.
It was.
So
No, it's more the
So-
thrill of that movie. Is the
Yeah.
fun
but it was a
part.
good story. But you connected with the character, and she was a strong.
You connected with the fear of that character
Yeah, it
and
was-
the
You
isolation.
connected.
of that
Survivor.
character.
Yeah, it was
connected.
a
You
survival instinct of that character.
So what a lot of other movies outside of Disney that have a female lead, they put
Mhm.
story first before gender or representation or political views. They put story before all that mess.
What political
But
view are you seeing
I'm
in?
not going into it on here, but
In
No, no, no.
Alien.
Like
hold on,
Alien.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. But Disney, they do the reverse. They put representation, gender, whether it be male or female,
Mhm.
anything else like political views in
Mhm.
front of story. And when you do that, you have crap movies. And that's what Disney has been doing.
Yeah, but
And
you could
Bob, hold on.
also
And Bob Iger's even said that too in a recent interview. He said that Disney has been doing messaging before creativity before story, and he
Mhm.
wants to
Mhm.
change that. Now he wants to change that.
Mhm.
So I mean, the head of Disney himself said it himself,
Mm.
and that's what Disney's been doing. They've been putting everything else before story, and that's why certain movies at Marvel have not been working recently. I'm just saying.
But the thing is,
Alright.
what are you saying though? Like I'm still, you still haven't answered
I'm
the
being
question.
careful with my words.
What is messaging? So
Why do
is
you
it-
need to be careful with your words though?
I don't know. Why do I?
Because dudes rule.
dudes rule and
I
girls
think
rule?
everybody
Yeah.
rules. I think everybody rules.
Yeah.
I no, I just because I find it interesting that ultimately when you say things like, "Hey, a movie about three women," which
Mm.
that's what they are, just three women
Yeah.
with superpowers, that's somehow messaging as opposed to three women being in a movie. That's just literally what they are,
So
and that's the story behind it.
what Disney has been doing, they've been uh I'm trying to be very careful with my words. They
Easy now.
putting
They're being
diversity.
woke.
Hold
What's
on,
the okay? But
hold on, hold
what's
on, hold on.
diversity?
Woke
Where
cooks.
what
No.
diversity are you
They-
talking about in the Marvel universe?
Just for the sake of it, to get more a certain demographic.
Yeah, like why is Jessica Rambo black? When clearly in
Monica.
the comics she's
It's
white.
fine. Hey, it's fine for
I don't know. I
her.
just made that up. I don't
It's
even know
like
if she
Monica
really is
Rambo,
white.
sir.
Yeah.
Get the name right.
It's
Fake fan.
fine for her. She can be
Make her white again. Boo!
she can be black, white,
We all know it was a
Latino,
printing error.
Asian,
She's black.
alien, do whatever. I'm just saying, when the story is crap, you're just making the person a specific color or gender just for the
So you're
sake of giving a
saying
certain particular
Monica
artist,
Rambo should not
artist,
even been in the
customers.
movie.
No, I'm fine with her being in the movie. I'm just not fine with the
I think
context of the story.
Monica Rambo was created as a black character.
No, she is. I'm just saying for the
Ah.
context of the story.
So why can't she be black in the movie? I don't get it.
You know, I'm not saying that she can't be black in the movie.
They just added her because they just need a black girl. That's what
She's
you're saying.
too black. In the
Maybe
movie,
that
is what he's saying.
too. I didn't
I
think
don't-
that, but maybe that too.
So what are you trying to say? Like we're just like what are you trying to say with these movies? Like what? Okay, like Aquaman.
Listen,
were
what I'm
you
trying to
upset?
do
with
is-
Come on, Ed.
They're
Just say
they're
it,
trying
baby.
to
Say
shove
it.
What about
these
Aquaman?
feminist views down our throats,
Yeah.
right?
There you
What
go.
happened
Wow.
to the age when men could be men?
Men.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna say with Aquaman. Do you have a
Is that what
problem
you're
with
trying to
Aquaman?
say, Ed?
Mhm.
What about Aquaman?
Yeah,
Hold on,
exactly.
hold on.
When you would, come out of a bar at 3 a.m, run over a couple of dogs, come home and beat your wife.
Wait,
Those were
hold
the
on,
good
wait.
times.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Okay.
I didn't say
He said
that.
his
I
spirit
didn't
white-
say
The
that.
good old days.
I
right?
didn't
Good old
say
days.
Right,
And
Ed?
she couldn't
I
go to
didn't
the
say that,
cops
but
because you
here's
know
the-
what? They'd
here's
bring
the
it right
thing.
back to you.
Yeah.
Here's the
And
thing
then she
with
get a second
so-
round of punishment.
But here's the thing with
All right,
so
settle
this
down
is a good
there.
example.
Green Tutor's-
Hold on.
Green
This is a good
Tutor,
example.
please. It's getting darker and very
Dark.
scary over there.
I'm not
in
in
the
that.
corner.
I'm not in that dark
Jesus
place. but-
Christ.
So here's the thing.
What's the thing?
Not Captain Marvel. Captain America,
Sure.
Iron Man.
Sure.
Not one thing was brought up about their race, any politics, any I'm a man, I'm gonna do this and that, blah blah blah, because I'm a man.
Captain
blah, blah.
America.
Isn't
Yeah.
that literally in Captain America?
What do you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that like that's literally what he goes through? Like he's a man. Like he becomes a
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like they didn't bring
I need
up
to be a man's man to go to the army.
man guy magic or something crazy like that. And they didn't do anything like that with Captain America. Nothing like that with
Well,
did,
Iron
actually.
Man.
Falcon becoming the
Wait,
new Captain
no.
America. What are you talking about?
Well, let's not even skip that. Why didn't Captain America have to be some brown hair, blue eyed, super buff guy when they could have just made him a regular skinny old Ed Underground and been Captain America? Why did they have to show visualization of what the ideal man could have been? I mean,
Well,
anything
Captain
you could.
America's
you could be, but see, the thing is, when you go down this road of messaging, you see the messages that you want to see, and then you
You ignore
dismiss
the other messages.
the other messages.
No.
So why Captain America?
Well,
why is Captain
another
America
thing. Here's
swole?
another thing here. Wait, why is he swole? Well,
Yeah,
that's
why can't he
a
just be a
super
regular
serum.
guy? Why
That's
can't he
a
just be a
super
regular guy?
serum. Well,
He could be a
Black
super serum,
Cat.
just got
Hold
tall
on.
and just got
Hold
tall.
on. Black Cat has a super serum too.
Black Cat?
Yeah.
Who's Black Cat?
Oh wow. Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man villain, the one
Yeah.
that's half naked all the time.
You know, the one that's not in any
In
movies yet.
movies, yeah. Why are we talking about
Yes.
Black
Yeah.
Cat? Yeah, we're talking about
So
movies.
she also has a super serum.
Great example, Ed.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
What?
Captain America has a super serum. He went from skinny to super buff. The what some would
AKA
probably say the
crumble-only
ideal,
sandwiches.
the
Yeah.
ideal, the ideal
He's-
person or whatever. Sure,
It's
whatever.
like, give me them shots right in the ass.
Black Cat also has
Oh, he
the
actually
super
did get a
serum.
shot in the ass. He gave him.
Yeah, he did.
wow.
He did.
He
Yeah.
gave him
Yeah, he
shots.
did
in-
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Right up his
But
boob.
Black Cat also has the super serum, and she is very
Curvaceous
attractive.
body, right? So why
Yeah.
can't they just
Yeah.
do an
But here's
obese
another
Black
thing
Cat?
too. Like, so well, here's another thing. When I don't think I've ever gone on this topic before. When a guy is like super buff or whatever, like no one says a word, or if anything, some women like, oh, that's hot or sexy or whatever. But when a
Keep going.
what?
Yes.
No, false.
Keep going.
But
Ed.
when
Ed.
a
Come on, Ed.
woman is presented,
Oh,
in
shit,
hold
here we
on.
go.
When a woman is
Yeah.
presented in the same light,
Mm.
backlash.
But isn't that messaging
Yeah,
all the same?
Double
because
standard.
fucking Wolverine doesn't have like a loincloth just covering his dick.
I'm
You know,
sure
as
that's
they
happened
do
at
with
some
the
point.
armor for the female like
Freaking
heroes.
hold on.
What are
You
you
only shoot me in the
expect- hold on.
chest or shoot me in the
Yeah,
groin. Other than that,
Exactly.
my midsection is
Yeah,
completely
well,
clear. Like there's
exactly. What are
messaging
you
on both
talking
sides.
about?
You just
Yeah.
you just
No,
want to
there's double
dismiss what you don't
standard.
want to.
There's double standards on both sides. You can do this, but you can't do that. But we're going to do this anyway because you did it or whatever.
There's no way
There's
the
double standards.
female superhero characters are depicted the same way as male if they were to be reversed. There's no way.
I'll say this.
Dude, all these
In video-
characters
hold on,
come
hold on.
from like guys drawing comic books. So of course they're
Some,
gonna have like a
There. Well,
What
here's
do you mean
a
some?
Some.
majority.
What?
I'm
Oh,
sure there's
my.
women comic writers, women
Wonder
artists.
Woman was basically a fetish like character that a guy
Yeah.
created based on his own
Bondage
like
fetish.
BDS
Yeah.
bondage experiences.
Mhm.
Okay. I
So
like
you're
Wonder
talking
Woman.
about your depth.
like
What are
the
you
first
talking
Wonder Woman.
about?
No, I'm just saying that there's a double standard when it comes to certain gender characters or whatever. Oh, I'll even say this in modern video games.
Modern.
Like have you-
Modern?
modern.
Modern.
Yes.
Oh,
Modern?
shit. Okay, all right, guys. We got after let us say his thing because his brain's melting from the.
Yeah, I think we need to like give our blurries and get this
Yeah. This is wow.
this done because I think Ed's
Anyways,
just talking circles right
if
now.
you put
Yeah.
story in front of everything else, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. I'm just saying.
Not necessarily.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Not- yeah.
If you have a strong
Not
female,
necessarily.
well, it worked so far up until this point, up until this generation. But like I said with Alien, strong female lead, great story. They didn't put any politics in front of the story. It was a straight up story, blow things up, kill some aliens, some peoples. That's it.
That's
Now it's
mostly aliens. Alien, the first one was
Yes.
more like a moody atmospheric horror.
Right, but there
Yes.
was no like there was nothing like you're looking too deep into like not every
Well,
movie has
I'm not the one
messaging.
looking.
And if you're talking
No,
about
but you're
messaging,
using it as an example. You're
No,
using
no,
it
no,
as
good
an example.
example,
You're
though.
literally
Ed.
looking for it.
No, I'm
No,
not
Ed,
looking for
Ed.
it. It's right there in front of your face. I'm not.
No,
I'm
but
not
listen.
looking. So when I watch Alien, the
You
Alien,
just
movie,
referenced Alien, which I don't understand if you get quite the concept of Alien. Alien reversed the roles of someone being assaulted, impregnated, and having something alien in their body, and it turned it from a woman into a man. That is messaging. So what's your complaint that they didn't put messaging back in the day where they clearly put messaging in Alien?
you saw the struggle, you saw the fear in the main character. She didn't just get over superpowers and like start, learning everything from
Power
birth.
levels is what you're complaining about.
Well, that too. Like, let's say for instance,
But you said about
guys-
messaging was your first complaint. I told you there's
Well, the
definitely
messaging too,
messaging in
yeah.
Alien.
Well, let's say this with you
And
guys
messaging about gender specifically, there is an Alien.
Well, you guys haven't seen Rebel Moon yet, but the comparison between Rebel Moon and Rey from Star Wars, Rey all of a sudden knew how to use a lightsaber against a dude
Okay,
who
so
learned
dark
how to. Hold
side.
on,
What
hold
are
on,
your
hold on.
blurries for Aquaman 2? Let's just.
I'm
Can
just
we
saying,
agree that we're done with
Aquaman
this?
2.
never.
Um. Oh man, I would say Aquaman 2, 7.5, 7.5. That's where
Oh
I'm
my
at.
goodness, yeah, we're simpatico, my friend. I was also
Mhm.
thinking 7 as well.
7.5.
Yeah, no, 7. Just a
I'll give
solid
it.
7.
I'll give it the 0.5. I'll give it the
Yeah, like
0.5.
visually is good. It delivered.
Mm-hmm.
It delivered. Boy, it delivered. The adventure and everything delivered. I guess just like we were talking about, just they got you so hyped up for that final fight, and you're like, eh.
I'm not there with you guys on the final fight. I like.
No?
I know what you're saying, but I was way more invested in the Black Manta and Ocean Master conflict
If
than
they had
like.
cut it off at that point, it would have been perfect.
Well,
Just cut it
when
off
this
at that
guy,
point.
when this guy like stood up, I didn't want him to. Like, I was like, I can get this guy out of here. I'm not interested in this guy. And then I was
Yeah.
literally going like, if this guy gets up and fights, this is another like 15 minutes on this movie I don't
And
want.
that's what I
Like,
want.
it was a sweet spot this movie was going to land in. I was really happy with the runtime. And then this guy's getting up. So when he got killed
Yeah.
prematurely, I was like, oh, cool. You know what
No,
I mean?
I know,
So,
but what I'm saying is they could have easily solved it as the whatever defeats the trident, whatever,
mm,
and then the corpse crumbles on the tower. Done. Rah! Guy screams done.
yeah.
You didn't
Well,
have to like resurrect them and
You
expect
guys
us to
might be right.
watch this final
I'm a little
battle.
removed.
well, what if all
Yeah.
three were fighting, and then all of a sudden the dude, the green guy, I'll call him a soul guy, he gets resurrected, and then the three guys had to team up to fight the green guy because he's that powerful. That would have been dope. No?
What's your blurries, Creamcast?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
your
I'm
blurries.
sorry. Yeah, this is a solid 6 for me. I wish I
Solid
remember.
6.
I wish I remember what my flash score was, because whatever the flash
Yeah.
was, I would give it 1 point above it.
1 point above it. Okay.
I think
Because
the Flash. I think we were all agreed that about 8, right? Just 8, 9.
well,
8
I'm-
probably.
I think
I
we
don't
gave
know about that.
Michael Keaton gave a big boost to that movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it hit
Yeah.
us all in the
So I would
Thunderberries.
say
Oh,
this:
yeah.
if Michael Keaton was in this movie in any
Oh
capacity,
yeah, it would.
I
have
would put it
added
at an 8.
a point.
I'll put
I
this would
have
jump
added a
up.
point to me.
So
this
the
might jump to
lack of
7 to 8.
Michael Keaton brings it to 7.5 for me.
Yeah.
Foolish move, James Wan. You should have kept him in the movie.
Yeah, no,
Ed
I agree.
Underground, what is your score?
Fail. What is my score?
Yes.
Yes.
I would give it a 7. And I do think it is because of the 3D. If it wasn't, maybe it'd be a 6.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, so ends the DCEU, ladies and gentlemen.
May it rest in pieces.
It may it be remembered fondly.
Yeah.
Now, Green Tuner, please, no, Crimcast, when you do the edit on YouTube, now put the slow motion black and white montage of the DCU of the greatest hits to probably Enya would be the best.
Oh my goodness,
option here.
Darkseid's choking up here.
Yeah, he's getting
Yeah.
a little emotional.
As we go
the end?
on, we remember all the times we.
I don't think that's Enya, but isn't that Vitamin
it's not.
C?
No,
It
that's
is.
Vitamin C. Yeah.
That's Vitamin C.
It's the graduation song.
Yeah.
Yeah, graduation.
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty
All right,
much.
fuck it. Play the graduation song.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm just gonna go and just edit this shit so we can be done with it. And let was it Wrestling Dogs
Classic.
lay?
Yeah.
Yeah, let
this was
sleeping dogs lie.
lie or something like that. Yeah, wrestling like Sleeping
yeah.
Dogs lie or some
What's
shit.
that?
Like, this is done.
What's that
This
one
is done.
song?
Good commentary.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Crossroads.
See you at the crossroads.
Archer told me see at the crossroads.
Okay. Anyways, nah, this is being done. This sorry, unfortunately, the DCEU did not get to see the fruition that we wanted it to. Zack Snyder, I believed in you. I still believe in you to this day. I'm going to watch Army of the Dead just so I could be disappointed in my choices to
Just
believe in you.
do what
but-
you did. Watch the initial 13 minutes or so and just keep that going on. Just go back and just do 15 minutes of the first 15 minutes and you'll be fine.
Of what?
Of Army
Any
of the
movie?
Dead.
Oh, no, I've never watched it. I think you're talking about
Oh,
Tropic Thunder, where I kept falling asleep.
no.
Wow.
But no, I'm gonna see. I'm
Just
gonna
watch
watch.
Purple Moon.
No, I'm gonna watch Dawn of the Dead. Remember the Good Times. I'm gonna watch
Yes.
Man of Steel. Remember the Good Times and Justice League. And just those are great movies. And
Remembering
obviously
the
Watchmen.
good times, baby.
Obviously Watchmen.
Off top of your heads, you guys and Creamcast, you might have been peeking at this.
What?
How many, like, because it's surprising when you think about it. How many DCEU movies are there? Take a
DCU
guess.
movies?
Take a
I'm
guess.
gonna
Just
say
take a guess.
Take a guess.
8,
5.
10.
5.
5.
Is it 5?
10? No, it's not
Oh.
5.
I'll
Wait,
say
okay,
8.
if we
okay,
think
I
if
said
I think
10.
about it, let's see.
DCEU.
I'll say
DCEU.
8.
Let's go ahead.
10.
No, I'll say I'll
8.
go. I'll go one up. I'll say 12.
12?
Yeah.
And
8.
8.
16.
16.
Whoa.
I'm gonna read them off just for a final retrospective because I forgot about some of these. I'll be honest with you.
Damn.
Should
I
I
forgot
pour
about some of them as well, I
pour
guess.
the alcohol now?
2013, Man of Steel.
Yes.
2016, BVS DOJ.
Okay.
Oh,
Also 2016, Suicide Squad David Ayer cut, which for some
Oh.
reason people want a director's cut of that piece of shit. It's a
No.
bad movie anyway. You cut
It's
it.
a bad
It's
movie all
bad.
around.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
2017, Patty Jenkins Wonder Woman. Okay, we liked it.
Mm.
2017 also. Zack Snyder. Well, Joss Whedon's Justice League. 2018, James Wan's Aquaman.
Okay.
2019, Shazam. Here's one I totally forgot about that existed.
Don't say wait.
20
Birds of Prey.
2020, Birds of
God.
Prey,
Yeah,
the
totally.
Fantabulous
Forgot about
Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. Jesus, I totally forgot about this movie.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
2020, pandemic closeout, Wonder Woman 1984.
Ugh.
Oh,
One of the worst movies ever.
2021, here's a high point. Zack Snyder's Justice League. It counts. It's a whole cut. It's his own movie. 2021, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad.
Yes.
Great movie.
yes.
Great movie.
High point of the universe.
Mhm.
2022, Black Adam. Is what it is.
It is. It is.
Forgot about that movie too.
And then this year had a whopping 3 DCEU movies. I don't even remember them all, but
Wait,
Black
3?
Yeah.
Beetle or Blue Beetle.
no, sorry, 4.
No.
4
Shazam?
movies this
Shazam
year.
2.
Blue Beetle.
Shazam, Fury of the Gods,
Blue
The
Beetle.
Flash
Blue
in June,
Beetle.
Flash.
Blue
Yeah.
Beetle in
The
August, and
Flash.
Aquaman in December. This was the year of the DCEU, baby.
This was
Yeah,
the
it
year of
really
the
was.
We're
DCU.
set up. Somebody like 10 years ago were like, 2023 is when we will execute our master
Yeah.
plan.
Execute Order 66. Like,
Yeah.
they really just want to destroy the DCEU in its
Yeah.
entirety. So
Yeah.
they put out 4 fucking movies in 1 year. That's insane, honestly.
It's either that or they were just cramming them all out to get out the way for James Gunn. Who knows
Just
what
maybe.
the truth
Yeah.
is there.
Well, we got Superman. Was it not Homecoming? Is it
Legacy.
Homecoming? Legacy. Yeah, Superman Legacy.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's is the first one? Actually, so according to James Gunn,
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle is technically part of the new universe.
Yeah.
And
Yes, it
that's
is.
why I'm
Mhm.
scared.
So,
And that's why I'm
Uh,
scared.
like, I mean,
Why?
yeah.
it's a
Because
movie.
he's not saying that he's gonna base his universe
But no,
on
but
it.
did-
He's just saying that it belongs to his universe.
Yeah, but do you remember the trailer that he was in? He said Blue Beetle is going to be fantastic. The exact words were fantastic.
Well,
Yeah.
we think what do you want him to
Because
say?
he's
Like
the
Blue
head
Beetle, I
guy
don't know.
of DC. What do you
Yeah,
want to say?
what do you want him to say?
He's
Like,
You're the
your
head
guy,
guy.
Hey,
don't
guys.
go see it.
Hey guys,
You're the head
this
guy.
next movie that's coming out is gonna be absolute dog shit. But don't worry, I'm taking
Yeah.
care of it from here on out. Like
You're
he's
the head guy of DC right now. DCEU.
Yeah.
I don't know.
DCU.
He's not going
I'm
to shit
scared.
on Aquaman or Blue Beetle.
No,
You
he's
know
not-
that
he's
he
not
still
going to,
has
but
to
he-
like
literally-
answer
he
to
could-
higher ups,
He
right?
could
We talked
see
about this. Why
how it
Jason
is before
Momoa's
it's released.
what?
Blue
The
Beetle.
what?
You
Yeah,
can
what
see
about
how it is. You can see during the production screening or whatever before it's released. You can see.
Sure,
how it
but
is.
what? Even if it's dog shit, why would you expect him to come out and say, "This movie's gonna suck next year or this in 6 months"?
No, I'd rather you say nothing at all, or if it is good, say
He
something
has
good.
to say
what if he
something
liked
because the
it?
studio wants them to plug the damn movie.
Not even that. What if he liked it? What
If
if
you
he likes
liked
Blue
it-
Beetle? What if he watched the movie and liked it?
I'm scared then.
Blue Beetle's literally Ant-Man. So
Okay,
it's
Ed, you're scared, but he literally made Guardians of the Galaxy on his own. He made the Suicide Squad. That doesn't give you
Peacemaker
confidence.
series. The Peacemaker
But
series.
he liked Blue Beetle, and you're scared.
New universe, baby. New DC, baby. This is the beginning of it.
So you're gonna judge him on a movie he liked and not the
I
movies he's literally made.
I said I'm still hopeful. I just said I'm scared. That's all.
What makes you scared, though? I don't understand.
Because Blue Beetle was not good.
Yeah, but he didn't make Blue Beetle.
No, he didn't make it, but it's in his universe.
But you realize like the last 5 projects that James Gunn has done, he's done very well, and people have overall enjoyed everything he's put out so far.
Yeah, he's done well. That's why I have hope.
Okay. Anyways,
Did I say
right.
no? He's gonna.
do we
suck?
have anything else that we want to
Said you're
discuss?
scared. It doesn't make any
Nah,
sense.
Yeah,
that's
yeah, be scared,
good
so I'll be
way
hopeful.
to go out, I guess.
Ed, take us out.
Take us out, bitch. Ed, just take us out, please.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 107 of the Blurred Podcast. As always, you can find us here live on Twitch at twitch.tv/the Blurred Podcast. And, or if you want to listen to our wonderful voices, you can listen to us on all major podcasting platforms. And that is it for now, you wonderful people. Take care.
Right. That's right, bitch. You do what we say.
Yeah, you do what
That's
Daddy
right.
says.
Blur you later.
Do what Daddy
Hey,
says.
Dark Side. What's
Keep
the name of
talking.
that hat?
Blur you
What's the name of
later.
that? What's the
And
name
we're
of that
out.
hat?
And
Dark
we're
Side.
out.
Yeah,
How's that?
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
Poor Things. Fuck Aquaman. Watch Poor Things.
Yeah. Wait, Poor Things? Oh, okay. I was like,
Poor things.
I thought you were saying something else. I was like, watch
Oh,
porn,
what?
porn things. I was like, what the?
Yeah,
That's a
that
weird-
too. You
that
know,
too.
hey, you got your needs. Get
Yeah,
that.
Or
Yeah,
watch-
why not?
gotta take
Watch
care of
both at the
things
same time.
on-
Just take
Yeah.
your laptop into the theater and watch porn as you're watching Poor Things.
Gotta take care
No
of
one
yeah.
will mind.
Laptop.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For
Not a
4D
phone?
experience from Great Tutor.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. All right, blur you guys
With the
later.
rumble seat.
Or you can just bring the rumble with you. So, anyways, blur you later.
Blur you later.